yeah. We are live.
Now we're live, Jackson. Whatever, everybody. Raider J here.
Jackson.
We are about ready to kick off the draft.
Here is one for you.
Live reaction, so it's not gonna be your traditional video. Got my buddy John here, his wife Alyssa, my good old wife, and then the two monkeys. Breaking news: AJ Brown agrees to a 3-year deal with the Eagles. $84 million fully guaranteed. He deserves it. I'll say that much.
Hello?
So, if everybody in the draft class, you want the Cowboys to go after
Change.
who was that again, John?
JPJ, Jackson Carter Johnson.
There you go.
Either that's Brian Murphy or me. False.
No, it would have been Wednesday.
Have to wait and see. Me, it's I would.
But I'm team trade down right now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Guys, look at my new hat. It's cool.
Yes, he is a Chargers and a Raiders and a Saints
Well,
fan.
I'll go to Jay's car and his.
Oh yeah. What the devil?
This is little Dominic. What's your team, Jobu?
We're doing the Lions.
Raiders and the Lions. That's right.
Yeah. Can he show them? We are 5 years old. I'm 8. Well, we're talking for big little bachelor. No, I'm faster than you. Whoa. Yeah, that one I did.
What could happen at picks 3 and 4? Simple. You're gonna have another quarterback being taken, and then you're gonna have Marvin Harrison Jr. off the board.
Oh yeah.
Because out of all the receivers, Marvin Harrison is the best.
41.
Who do you think is better than him?
This one?
Rome. Yeah, he's a consistent catching machine. I will say that.
I know
I think Brian Thompson Jr. is better than Malik.
one. The Chargers.
We have to wait and see. You know who I'm surprised hasn't been signed after the Raiders cut him? Hunter Renfrow.
Seahawks, can you see these?
Dallas does their work after the
That.
That is very true. Very true.
Chargers. Oh! Buddy, what
Yeah,
is?
you have anything to drink?
What is she?
No, that's fine. He's supposed to be wearing different jacket.
No. All 5 points.
So.
Let me try.
Jackson.
Right, Jackson has right now. You know, then I got size. Oh, that's good. He doesn't know what's out either. Then. He said it was with Daddy.
I'll pay your money for the
So.
Dad?
That's fine. I'm gonna put him by my bed right now. So I'm gonna hopefully. I think Sheldon's kind of good open until 5 tomorrow. So maybe like already tomorrow. We'll go from Sheldon. We can go from work and go straight there and get him taken care of. Good.
Fortunately, you know, you can't. I have some late.
Nobody will win the office.
Who put up 310 pounds?
Come here, you Bobby. It's too hot.
Alright.
That is now on YouTube forever.
No.
That's all we do is go.
How is the dog?
Good. We're good, buddy.
Wait, wait there, Dad.
What?
The doggy got dead.
It's only in her head.
They used to have two dogs. Now one of the dogs died. He was biting my feet.
Trading back. You got enough points. You can get other players that all in with your quarterback. The blue chip in.
I almost got that.
And those Patriots are lucky. Sometimes the quarterback 82
Oh, look at this. I catch it like this.
You know, fantasy football is going to be like, I don't even know which direction to even draft this
I
year.
don't
Yeah.
know. Hey,
Well, not yet anyways.
you put the title on the head and I give it any title. And then like,
No.
oh, ow.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. Boys, settle down now. You're getting ready for bed. We are not horsing around.
Get ready. Hey, Darman, watch this. Something like this.
Right.
Something like this.
Okay, well,
Have you used this yet?
alright, I'll probably be.
Can't.
Why?
Blocked off.
They're, what's the type of third I got that one?
Oh, they capped it off up top?
It's 7 o'clock. Gotta get up early.
Yo drop.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Does it have to be the commissioner who kicks it off?
Only in the first round.
He's an idiot.
I ain't gonna deny that. Holy crud.
100
And how many do you think are Lions fans?
Majority. With 150,000 people in Detroit for the draft.
Seahawks.
I mean, to be fair, if the draft came around here, would you go?
Yeah. Just
No.
to say I've been there, yes, I would.
Too many people for me. You did this 10 years ago? Yeah. Now? No.
Hey, back to me.
Oh.
So,
2024 NFL draft presented by
Ready,
Verizon.
steady, go.
This is Christmas. Now, this is an
Ready,
unbelievable
sounds
atmosphere.
good.
There's a sea of humanity. It's incredible. And it's fitting that
Mine
this
said
particular
slow down.
draft is in Detroit. A Detroit
Is there
Lions
15
team
minutes?
turned around by
Jack,
the
second, go find another eye drop? Or is it?
Already done.
offensive
Both
linemen
of
going
them?
on with
Yeah.
wide receivers. This draft is full of offensive linemen and
What's
wide
this?
receivers. And oh, by the way, potential six
WAS.
quarterbacks as well.
Washington.
Team construction.
What is
Dominic, sit down, watch this.
What is what?
2 eyes. Give your toys and put them away like that.
Any?
Jackson,
Yeah,
put your
England.
toys away like I asked, or is that Dom get 3? There should have been 2.
Jackson.
Other teams going through construction now.
Washington, New England, ARI, Arizona, Los Angeles,
Chargers.
NYG. What's that?
This state is having with the sport of
New York,
with Michigan winning the national championship.
Giants.
Just a draft here, they're
Giants.
absolutely showing out tonight. And then we
T.
might have a
Titans.
draft that becomes a
ATL.
draft in the future of the National Football
Atlanta.
League. We might be looking back at 10
Atlanta.
years at 2024, Rich, and saying
Okay.
to ourselves, the entire league was shaped that night.
What's this one?
Detroit, you could see the team in the draft.
The Bill.
Which is in Chicago.
Chicago.
Okay. So you got NYG here. Now it's NYJ. So which one's this one?
No, chair, you're
New
wrong.
York.
Now, we're not playing with that chair.
Jets.
What flies?
Jake.
Jets. Yep. We'll wait till it comes back, okay?
Skip it.
We can't, Justin.
Weekend flavor any day of the week. Happy Thursday.
Okay, yes.
What position do you want to play in football?
I don't know.
Don't know?
I don't. They won't see a marshmallow.
Do you want to tackle or do you want to get the ball?
Get the ball.
Do you want to be a tight end, wide receiver,
Or what the defense?
or running back, fullback,
Running back.
running back?
Yeah.
You better start getting them in the gym now.
I know, right?
Firefly.
With stamina, power, and run.
I know. Unless wait, you said fullback, didn't you?
No, you said running back.
Are you a running back?
You want to, okay,
You could be Alvin Kamara.
do you want to be a power back or do you want to be agile?
Power.
Power? Well, there's your answer.
Power.
Gotta get your ass in the gym. Gotta get you bulking up.
Take me down.
Hey,
Why don't you
PJs.
go put undies on and your PJs on since you have no undies, bare butt boy?
Yo, Boo, you're going commando?
Apparently, while he was at the doctor,
Go ahead.
he also
Next,
said,
go get your
I gotta
jams
go poop.
on.
And he kind of pooped his undies on accident. And she I'm gonna clean so she went away. No! You didn't say the magic words. Sorry, now you can do it, babe. But I refuse to do it in the morning unless he says please. So I don't think you should do it either until he says please.
You know what time it is.
Aye, ma'am. I thought I called you sir.
I heard that too.
I've heard that.
Shut your door, Jackson, so you get your PJs on. We do not need to see you get your PJs on, please.
The YouTube man, bro. Listen.
Sure.
She doesn't find it funny.
What?
What?
MASH? I love MASH. That was one of the shows we watched all the time growing up.
Welcome back to the 2024 NFL Draft.
We watched the first 2 episodes and she
I didn't laugh, but I smiled. Sometimes I don't laugh, but I will smile at things because I think it's somewhat funny. Then I haven't laughed. Was it like hilarious?
The first few episodes of the show were never like super funny or super
Oh, come on.
He was laughing his head
Like
off.
standing there going, it's just another way. My 100-year-old desk.
Welcome to the D.
I smiled at that, but I didn't laugh.
Yeah, we need to kick him to the curb. Get a different general manager, not general manager, but commissioner. But he's extended through 2027, I think. Hey, Calvin Johnson.
Oh, we doing hugs? I'm ready, Commish. These guys are good to
Hold on.
remember.
Del, how did you get that shirt on this point? You never asked mommy to help you buying it up.
Your families, friends.
Adrian Henderson.
Pressure, bro. Now, Who is going to come out on stage with me? It should be he's the Detroit GOAT. No. How about Megatron? He's taller. How about Hutch? Hutch? You're going to have to do better than that. All right.
Jackson, take that shirt off. I didn't say you could wear it. Neither did Daddy. We said PJs.
You know he's still going to get moved, right?
Right? And they, even though he's still grounded from his TV tonight only will I allow you to put the music on just so that he has something besides us.
I knew that was going to be the case, that Em was going to come out with the commish.
Just so you know.
2 words.
I feel like this is you.
Please, no.
Like this.
Hey, yes, Eminem, end his career.
Yeah.
Get the commissioner out of here.
Do what you did to MJK.
More than just MJK.
Dude, he screwed MJK up so bad, he went to a different genre. There's him. Better, mommy?
Yep.
But this other one I was.
If you get cold, which I doubt you will, there are blankets underneath that table behind you.
Hey, believe it or not,
She doesn't need a blanket.
that chair and that couch are very comfy.
Okay.
Go ahead, having one, babe.
Why do you think I haven't
Then you
sat
can go
on
back
it?
there and
Huh?
Why do you think I haven't sat down?
Because you sit down.
And you want to know what? These couches are free too.
What I mean by it is I'm not falling asleep. When I get home, I'm Call of Duty in the room.
But I'm just saying, these couches were free. I love saving these couches.
No,
Can I turn this up?
Yes.
Two notches.
That's
That's all I'm gonna do. Is that?
That's Jared Goff.
And that is.
Amar St. Brown.
And I have more of those couches.
Monroe. Yeah.
And the other one.
Agent
is-
Hudson.
I mean, even at work, it might be 80 degrees outside. I'm outside.
And there's future Hall of Famer Calvin Megatron.
After that is.
Probably Barry.
It's not for the heat.
Barry Sanders.
Oh. I'm not a Detroit fan, but I got a lot of love for that guy.
Amen to that. Amen. Nothing but respect for friggin' Barry.
The other three that came out before Megatron is yet to be proven.
Then he can go potty.
Not yet.
We don't care that it's flag. We just like.
Look at him.
Go Dominic!
This is right.
We're like, boys will jump on them and ruin them for all the skills they have. Did you jump on them?
Choker. Choker. Choker.
Can't really say that though.
I know, I just don't want to say Jared Goff.
Their coach fucked it or messed it up for him. Instead of making those field goals last year, Detroit might have made it further.
Right?
They did beat 49ers.
Yeah. Let's see if they can hold that same magic in.
Coach wanted to go aggressive. Well,
Dominic, did you go potty? Did you flush your toilet?
Yes, he did. I heard him flush it.
Okay, 'cause I know you like to forget your toilet.
Hall of Famer.
Jackson,
How we doing in-
first pick.
How we doing in Motown?
Or whatever.
I was giving him until 7:15. That's when I can give him the green drop. So quite literally here in 4 minutes.
Okay. Chicken Bodie needs to go to his room.
Boo! Like he said, even if you come out with Eminem, you're still gonna get booed, Kamish.
We got fans from 32 teams right down here, and of course all the Detroit faithful in the back. Welcome to all of you. Most importantly, thank you to Detroit. You guys have been awesome.
Then again, the closest that they'll come to here is either Kansas City, St. Louis, or Minneapolis.
Not change.
The closest that they'll get to us. And the draft has officially begun.
I hope Chicago don't take their whole flipping time.
We asked this one.
Just make the
I'd
damn
say
pick. You
'cause-
know who you want.
Well, they know who they want, and and it's already been known that they are not trading away the pick.
We had NYJ.
Man, look at Eminem. You can see the age. Look at the freaking wrinkles right here, man. He's showing his age now.
Yeah, he's maybe showing his age, but go ahead, go get a rap battle then.
Oh hell no! I ain't that dumb.
He's still got lyrics up in here that nobody knows.
For being 51.
Daddy, there's you. Wendy.
Yep. If I want a playoff game, since
I still
22.
wish. I wish this would have happened. You know, Tupac was alive, Biggie Smalls,
Oh, shit.
Eminem, all of them got together and did a.
But then again, it was because of
Ooh,
Eazy-E's death that forced Dre to leave Death Row and create Aftermath. And that's what got him his start. See, they're already talking. It's Caleb Williams, but they're at 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Acquired Keenan Allen from the Chargers in exchange for a 4th round pick. I forgot about that. 4th round pick? Jeez. DeAndre Swift. The Bears might, hell, even if the Bears, even if
The Bears they've had good players. They just don't know how to do anything with them.
yeah, that's where maybe freaking with Caleb Williams, maybe with him, they'll be able to actually do something.
Can we jump?
Caleb Williams is just like, my phone, it ain't ringing yet.
We had NYJ.
Mm-hmm. So, M-I-N.
What's the closest state we live in?
Yep. D-E-N. Papa's team.
She can't really fire.
Broncos?
There you go.
Yep. LV.
I think it's
N-O.
What is your team?
Saints.
Yep. I-N-D.
What's a horseshoe?
Apparently, they're not allowed to do this.
And then
That
S-E-A.
even if they're five,
Yep.
unless they're in kindergarten
Hey,
or
What do we do to the Seahawks?
Hey.
alone, they could be.
Hey, whose team is the Seahawks?
That, but if they're.
What did I tell you? You can't call him in Hartley no more because you don't live in Hartley no more. No, she don't live in Sioux Falls either.
What if they go with wide receiver? His phone is ringing.
Yeah, his phone is ringing. Go give Mommy huggies. Go give Aunt Alyssa, Uncle John huggies. Time for drops in bed. Jumbo.
Hey,
Huggies.
before they go to bed, I got something.
Okay. Yep, it's bedtime. So give everybody huggies.
Okay, well, and you need to go
Come here.
And a magician, and he is kind of a combination of the two.
Hey.
You know, when I got spectrum bombs at Texas Tech, this guy was a magician outside the pocket. We have not seen somebody
You too.
that can be surgical outside of the pocket when he's creating.
Be good tonight. Just listen. Next time you come to Uncle John,
As soon as he breaks containment,
I give you the biggest candy bar you've ever seen, okay?
And
Sound good?
then you're staying the night, Uncle John. I thought this is nice.
So what do you gotta do tonight? And you gotta be good and listen, right? Go give hugs.
I read the post.
Not one of them.
Oh, yeah, Don has it. And
Don,
Don,
go
or
give
Jackson
hugs.
needs to go potty.
Hey, listen, where's the candy bar gone?
They'll listen. That's how they always do it. That's always their hug.
You need to go potty first.
Traded Justin Fields for a conditional 6th round pick. Yep. Coach is talking. GM's already talked,
Love
so
you. Have a good night, okay?
it's over. Caleb Williams is being the first overall pick.
Now, John Bethune is gonna be so mad. And another one I know. They do not want Caleb Williams. They said they will not watch a
Did
game.
you give Alyssa a hug?
Now here's something for you. What if Caleb Williams turns into a bust? You think he is? You think he's gonna be a bust?
I think AJ McCarthy's the one that.
See, and I predict him to go right here. I predict him going to go right to here, and they're going to trade away Justin Herbert. His coach is the head coach for the Chargers. Ooh, you think J.J. McCarthy's going to get picked up by Washington? See, I see them going Jalen Daniels.
Maybe. Last year, USC's defense was 123rd scoring defense. Every series when you're watching tape,
Okay, Dad, I think you should take a boy and little monkey and bring him to bed.
Say bye to the YouTube world. Say bye, YouTube. Say bye, YouTube. Say bye, YouTube.
Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers gets outside the pocket, he doesn't have to throw the check down. He throws the kill downfield. That's what you're going to want to get from Caleb Williams as they try and chase down Green Bay and Detroit. Real quick, Rich, are we sure they weren't calling the Panthers to thank him and then calling Caleb? I'm not sure about that one call.
And again, the Bears have a second round pick in
Everybody, every year, first round, you know who you want.
The time the Bears used the first overall pick in the NFL draft 77
No, Jackson.
years ago. In 1947, when they took
Thank you.
Night.
out of Oklahoma State, then were known better as the Blonde Bomber. That's the last time they used the first overall pick in the draft. And as we all know, they had it last year and traded it to Carolina, and here we are tonight.
Point chasing is such a good point because
see his odds
USC
again.
last year,
I'm right here.
in every game, but only because Caleb
I never
Williams
got
in all of those games. If you go back a year prior, when he had better wide receivers around him, you did see some of that surgical play from the pocket.
Yes,
He
it
always got that team in the college football playoff. That's right.
Can't you use something different than bottom water, like our sink water, or
The
no?
dream of Caleb Williams becoming the first overall pick in the draft is finally about to be realized, and Chicago's Bears fans who are hoping
I'll give
for a
husband.
second coming in
Say
quarterback
goodbye.
about to hear the name of Caleb Williams from the draft
Here you
stage.
go, you can
Roger
have
Goodell
mine.
heading out right now to make this selection known, and then the intrigue will begin with the Washington Commanders on the clock.
I did that already. Boo!
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
Yeah, it's not giving Hudson
Here
like that.
is a Detroit cheer for Caleb Williams.
No, Daddy has to put brother away.
Yep, Caleb. There goes Caleb Williams. What a shocker.
No.
In the NFL draft. He went from Oklahoma to USC when his coach Lincoln Riley went there. Followed him to USC, immediately won a Heisman Trophy this past year. Wasn't the way he wanted it to go in terms of wins and losses and things of that
Okay, say
nature.
goodnight.
But his talent is undeniable.
Goodbye.
Bears fans, yes, he's about to put a Bears hat on and introduce himself to the world and head to Michigan.
You guys find that Friday yesterday?
He is he's excited to get this journey started.
And now,
You've seen all the things that come with Caleb Williams. People have talked about the nail polish and the flair that he dresses to make so much money in the NIL. I can tell you from experience, this guy has a competitive fire in his eye. And ever since I talked to him as a true freshman when he was at Oklahoma, this is what he has been dreaming of. Not only this moment, but being the number one pick. This has been his goal. He wants to go to an organization, and as he told me, change the culture. He wants to be that engine for the Chicago Bears.
Get home. All right, stand up. Stand up.
You guys spell it
You're gonna
right.
give it a hug. You're gonna stand up.
Oh, guys, there's a
yeah.
Verizon one.
Yeah, I don't know which one was. I just took one.
Got it. Not what I thought I saw.
Hey.
This is where they
Thank
think
you.
the long run
Yep.
starts.
Yes,
Okay.
There you go, you're connected.
You
may come tuck in.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
What's up to all of his teammates at Oklahoma and at USC, and they love him. That's right. That was the first
Dang it. There it is. Okay.
More noise and more chaos around him, more negative attention. And he was so steely focused. He did not get sidetracked. It didn't even bother him. He just powered right through it. How about that? His career begins getting booed by 150,000 people here in Detroit. He wasn't very bothered by that. We don't get booed in Detroit often in his career.
And of course, it'll be up to him to quiet the crowd, as Bears fans are hoping that he will do at the control of an offense that has DeAndre Swift.
God, that's gonna be interesting. I know.
To it, Cole Kmet, a fifth-year player at the tight end spot. As we all know, DJ Moore came in the trade last year with Carolina. He had a terrific first season. What wound up being Justin Fields' last one in Chicago, as it's Caleb Williams, the Bears last year turning down the opportunity to turn away from Justin Fields and use the first overall pick. This year, however, they decided to write Caleb Williams' name on the card, bring the tears to the eyes of the young man who had been dreaming of this moment with his family for his entire life. And now the dream is realized. Well, the Washington Commanders are on the clock now, by the way. They've already been on the clock for half of their allotted 10 minutes, and they're counting that down right now. So Caleb Williams, that we were all expecting to hear to start this NFL draft, it is official. He is a Chicago Bear, and we welcome Kelly Hartson.
Well, technically, no. Technically, until he puts pen to paper, he is not.
Well, Caleb, there was no real element of surprise to this moment. We heard that most when you walked onto this stage. How do you compare the reality of it to the dream you have had since you were 12 years old?
To be able to look at this crowd, dream of these moments, see many before me be in this moment, have this type of crowd. To be able to be here, it's an honor. And I'm very privileged.
Why are you guys right to change the face of Chicago?
Because I care. I care about the community, I care about the fans, I care about winning games, I care about my teammates and their families, the coaches, the custodians.
Not gonna lie, that is a pretty cool looking hat with the orange C in the back behind the bear.
You know, caring about the Chicago Bears.
They're going to care about you. Thanks, Caleb.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're all a bunch of Care Bears.
So Caleb Williams
Go Bears.
heading off stage, and
And now we have, ooh, they're already on the phone.
Adam Peters is on the phone with somebody, and the question is, who
Is it a player? The question is it a player or is it
Screw you, Dan Quinn.
is it a player or is it a
You are
team?
the one who did it to us.
If y'all can't tell, he is a diehard Cowboy fan, and he's just now looking at his former DC defensive coordinator
You're nothing but
as the head coach for the Commanders.
a head coach that never was been since Atlanta. Who blew it?
Speaking of which, have you heard the whole story about the Commanders getting sued by a Native American group?
Yep.
You
They
think
need to
that,
go back to the Redskins.
you think that there's any truth behind that?
Big, kind of boisterous
I don't-
personality.
They need to go back to the Redskins.
Then down the home stretch.
I agree with you there.
Washington football team. Oh, my bad. Commanders. Commanders. So lame.
You should watch the Gridiron Height where they talk about the Commanders trying to find their identity and their team name.
Still haven't found their identity in how 30 years or more.
Oh no, they did when they were the Redskins. They had an identity.
Even then, they still suck.
Oh, pick his in.
Behind us, which means the Patriots are on the clock, and phone calls could be firing away between New York, New Jersey, and Minnesota and Foxborough, but that's for another moment. Turn to Ian Rappaport right now.
Who's your
It
prediction?
has been quite a journey for Jaden Daniels and specifically Commanders GM Adam Peters.
Do you think it's gonna be Daniels or you think it's gonna be McCarthy?
Jaden Daniels
I already told you I think
wondered
it's
for
good.
Adam
You
Peters.
think it's McCarthy? I still say it's gonna be
What is my
Daniels.
stock? Should I go in the draft? Peters said to Ayuk, about a fifth rounder should probably go back. Jaden Daniels never forgot that. Before his visit to the Commanders, he was a little miffed that there were several other quarterbacks there with him, and Dan Quinn and Peters picked him up. And he met straight with the owner, and he was back in, very excited. Potentially, to be with the Commanders.
Yeah, that was last week where they had 22 prospects in all at the same time, including Jaden Daniels for their final day of top 30 visits. But just be,
Insurance pays for it all.
if we are going to hear the name of Jaden Daniels
Yeah,
from the
because that's
commissioner
what we needed.
coming to the stage, as you can see with the clock counting down on the
You get on the
Patriots
street
pick,
tomorrow?
Yeah.
third overall.
Okay, so
You
maybe
just
we'll
heard
come here
Caleb
first,
Williams'
but you're
name.
going there
Out
right
comes
away
Roger Goodell
Okay.
now.
after work.
It is the first
I get off the floor.
Washington
I think
draft
Nicholas
choice
at 5.
of the post Dan
We have to
Snyder
double check.
era.
I feel like we should just
It's
get
the
down.
Josh Harris,
Right.
Magic Johnson et al.
You know,
era
it's gonna take at least
Who
2-3
is the
weeks
first
to
pick
get that.
of Washington.
With the second pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jaden Daniels.
Told you.
LSU.
So it is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. Second out of the green room after his predecessor winning that award. Jaden Daniels is the choice of the Washington Commanders, DJ.
This has just gone from an unwatchable offensive product to must-see TV. When you put this
A little pissed off about that, but hey, it is what it is. I knew it was going to be a long shot for him to fall to the Raiders at 13.
He earned his way. He got better. He changed schools. You talk to the folks at LSU.
Fact, Lando. Fact.
Dak Prescott's better than Caleb Williams.
And Jaden.
Yeah. I will agree with that because they are so slender, especially Daniels is so slender.
He's nothing but a next RG3 wannabe, gonna break his knee and
Yeah.
and
Forget
then
the
the
Hackers
Hackers
and
for Redskins, what happened is back to the Saints.
It has to even feel for the dreads. What the?
I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab 1 year we'll be going so I can get my pick six. And
I still say he's going to be a day one starter.
One of the toughest quarterback coaches in the country. Elevated there. But you talked about the path.
New England is on the clock. I still say they're going to take Drake May.
Jaden Daniels is a legit 207, 210, and has a chance to add more weight and be smarter about how he runs the football.
Highest drafted quarterback by this franchise since they took another Heisman Trophy winner. Second overall in the draft in 2012, Robert Griffin III. As you can see, Kelly Hartung is about to, well, as I'm seeing, I guess, off camera. Kelly Hartung is standing by right now with Jaden Daniels, the newest Washington Commander.
Jaden, just last week, the Commanders invited 4 quarterback prospects to Washington. When you left that meeting, how confident were you that you'd be their pick?
I was pretty confident. Not trying to play for the but I was pretty confident for sure.
On the red carpet just a little while ago, you
Okay.
described your journey to me
Nothing.
as a roller
I wonder
coaster.
what
From
you had brought
Arizona
in.
State to a Heisman-winning
Yo,
campaign
yeah.
at LSU. What do you want your future to look like? Because this ride's not over when you get to Washington.
Man, not at all, man. I'm here to get to work. Washington will get everything out of me. The competitor, hard worker. I can't wait to meet my new teammates, man.
You know,
Football game.
Good luck.
No.
Thanks, Jaden.
All right, let's get a look at the video here of Jaden Daniels. Smooth and precise. It's impossible to come up with a comp, but when you look at the frame, you look at RG3 when he was coming out of college, and that athleticism and that speed, that's where I landed. Here's the beginning. Here's him throwing a ball to Brandon Ayuk. That tells you how long he's been in college here. Gets to LSU, and his play really started to take off, especially this year. Over-the-top touch accuracy. His eyes and feet being tied together, better than any quarterback in this class in that department. Working backside, put the ball on the upfield shoulder where they can run with it. Here's that athleticism I talked about. Flipping the field. He can do it. We saw it with the arm right here with the legs. This is in the SEC, and that's big time speed when you run away from those guys.
And we saw Heisman start tonight, 1-2. Last time we saw it was in 2015.
And the Patriots pick is in. I still say they're going to go with Drake Mayo.
Commanders, Jaden Daniels, Marcus Mariota. So, as you can see on the screen, folks.
I bet you the next pick is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Make a pick to stick and pick. No trade. New England has made the pick, and it is in. And
I mean, actually, it could be anyone from Elite
Hey,
Neighbors or
At
Marvin
least we
Harrison.
can say this much. This is the first pick in the Patriots era post Bill Belichick.
My understanding is the Vikings and Giants made one last-ditch effort to the Patriots to try to get them off the number 3 overall pick. In the end, the Patriots opt likely for their franchise quarterback rather than a big-time trade.
Does that make us? Does it surprise you that 5 minutes in they're like, heck with it? Write the name, send it in.
I said, don't get cute.
No.
And they're not getting cute. They're not gonna
I'm
use
saying
10 minutes.
this is the
You
first
need a quarterback
draft
there
post Bill
to-
Belichick, so
And even if he doesn't get on the field right away, you provided something your organization sorely needs right now, and that is hope for the future.
And Joel, you don't do everything to satisfy your fans, quote unquote, right? You don't pander to the fans. But with New England, it's been in the past. There's been a lot of board manipulation.
so now the Cardinals are on the clock, which, like we said, probably going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. No receiver with 600 plus receiving yards in 2023. Christian Gonzalez, he was actually looking like a pretty good prospect until he got injured.
Not only for his own development, because you also don't want to get thrown in there without any weapons around you. And right now, New England is not a spot for a young quarterback to go succeed right away. They can build to that. There's no doubt about it. But he can sit behind Jacoby Brissett, and I think that would be a great spot for him. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are on the clock. 7 minutes and change on that front. Everybody in the rest of the league knows the name that the commissioner's about to read off right now. So trade talk.
Can I stop seeing his face?
At
least until 2027. That's when his contract expires again.
With the third pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Drake May.
Knew it.
Give me 3 more quarterbacks taken in the first round for us. Come on.
That is going to New England. As we all know, in 2021, the last time we saw 3 quarterbacks taken in a row to start a draft, like tonight, the Patriots chose Matt Jones, 15th overall in that draft. Excellent rookie season for him.
What?
He did appear
Nothing
in the
likes
Pro
to
Bowl
make
that
a lot
year.
of
The next
thickness.
2 years.
Yeah, right?
All said really quiet and also
Jacksonville
really loud.
Jaguar quarterback
Whenever it
room
wants to.
backing up Trevor Lawrence, meaning this is Drake May's future in New England, a kid from North Carolina. Coming to the AFC East, where Josh Allen resides, and that is
That's going to be the tick. That's going to be the kicker. Is he's got to compete with Josh Allen, Tua Tagovailoa.
Patriot quarterback. Third overall, Drake May.
Feels like for 2 decades, everyone was chasing Tom Brady in that division. Now everybody's chasing Josh Allen. And they got a big.
Why always talk about Josh Allen? Tua Tagovailoa is also in that conference. Hello.
It's going to give them a chance when they find themselves in some of those high-scoring affairs. This is an unbelievable athlete here in Drake May. As we go to the video, size, athleticism, anticipation passer, middle of the field. People work in the middle of the field. Jordan Love's name is on there because Jordan Love, his play fell off a little bit last year as his supporting cast deteriorated. We've seen how that's worked out. Power on, vertically down the field, drive throws, and then touch and accuracy. As you see him drift away from the rush, which he was under a lot of pressure this year behind that North Carolina offensive line. Another example of what he did. The ability to buy time, extend, create that athleticism showing up. Here he is. I'm left-handed. You don't have my right hand free, that's fine. I'll just be an athlete, switch over to the left hand and make a play. You open up a lane, I will take it. I believe early in his career, you'll see a lot of this. Use your legs as you're becoming more comfortable in the passing game.
The only thing that
Fascinating
they
thing for me
get
is
out of
how
it
long
is
before
our
he gets on
money
the field.
correct.
I love the pick.
I mean,
Now the question begins, when does that clock start with him on the field? Ovation all around. Kurt Warner, your 2 cents.
I love that you guys are talking about him having to chase Josh Allen because I believe his path is going to have to be similar to Josh Allen. When Josh Allen came out, 59% passer in college, and very seldom do you see guys get
And I
more
also fell
active
in
in the
love with
National Football
how
League. But
this
Josh Allen put in the work. He had the right coaches around
You
him. He
really
made
put
that
that
progress.
over
Now is
here,
one of the best
then I realized
quarterbacks in the league. Drake May is going to have to clean up some of that technique stuff. But if he does, he's got that physical ability that you guys have talked about. And I love what New England is
Yeah, we
doing.
talked about
A lot of teams say, a lot of people will say, well, the team is more than a quarterback away, but I believe your team needs to be ready when the quarterback is ready. So a couple years from now, Drake May can call up these things, they can build around it, and maybe 3 or 4 years, they'll be ready to compete.
The Patriots took the shortest amount of time of the first 3 picks to make their selection. Kaylee Hartung is welcoming Drake May to primetime, presented by Nationwide.
They kind of match everything,
Go to bed.
Drake,
I
four
don't think
of the
you
May brothers
Is it
experienced great success in their chosen college sports. How did the house
no
you grew
keeping
up
an eye on
in
what
lead
he's
you to
doing.
this stage tonight?
Yeah, youngest of 4 boys. The youngest one had to get
get beaten up on and all the above, and just try to keep my head down, keep working, end up paying off. Those three are my best friends, and just can't be thankful enough to be the youngest.
Over the course of your lifetime, the Patriots built a dynasty in New England, but it's the beginning of a new era. How will you help define that?
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to go compete. I'm ready to get in New England. Let's have a blast. We'll win a lot of games.
I know, and that's why I just told him this, Mo, because you've been laying down for now over 15 minutes,
So,
and
for the fourth time in the Super Bowl era, we've seen quarterbacks
drafted 1, 2, 3.
to start an NFL draft. In
Whoa, Jim Plunkett went to the Patriot before he was a Raider? Huh. And the Cardinals pick is in.
1999, Tim Couch welcomed the Browns back into existence in Cleveland by going first overall. Donovan McNabb got booed. Remember that in New York City? And then 2021, we saw 3 in a row.
Now a Bronco.
Now a Cowboy.
There was no trade involving Arizona. The pick is
What do you mean, Cowboy? Oh, Trey Lance, yeah. I was talking more about Zach Wilson. I still say that is the funniest thing in the entire freaking world right now. Is the Broncos are paying Russell Wilson $38 million to play for the Steelers because they signed him to a big fat contract, fully guaranteed, so they have to pay him.
Is what it is.
Yeah, don't forget this very quickly.
Now here's a question: do you think that they're really going to go with Marvin Harrison Jr.? Ooh, they did acquire Desmond Ritter from the Falcons.
We are probably not going to see 4 quarterbacks start a draft for the first time.
No, you're going to probably get. Let's be honest, we're going to get Marvin Harrison Jr. No, Marvin Harrison Jr. The first 4 picks are 9 times out of 10 the same.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep.
I just heard it.
Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio City.
Well, the Maserati is about to hit the showroom floor here in the Motor City. Marvin Harrison Jr., one of the more talented quarterbacks ever at Ohio State, under his head coach Ryan Day, as he makes his way out here on a draft night to go to Arizona and become the prime target for Kyler Murray in the NFC West.
I'm all for trading down and getting depth, but I'm more into getting dudes. You have your depth, I'll take my dudes. This is
Now here's a true open pick. Chargers, what do they do?
There aren't many. And Kyler Murray is grinning from ear to ear. He has a #1 wide receiver, and not
Kyler Murray
2 years
grinning
from
from ear to ear
now, 3
because
years
his
from now.
kill to death
He's
ratio
the
just
#1
went
wide
up.
receiver this year. He's going to be ready to roll right when he gets on the field.
I'm the whiteboard is X's and O's, right, Joe? That's right. This is an X that comes to life and is an X factor. And Kyler Murray has to have this guy in order to get this offense going. The organization said
By the
Kyler
way,
Murray's a
babe, I need
quarterback.
your
Give
probably
him some
last
people
two
that give him the
things,
chance to
last
make
one,
those
please.
plays. Marvin Harrison does it, by the way. He didn't run the 40.
Why?
He didn't do the job he
Because
did.
I'm
Why?
applying
He's
for
training to be a
internships.
football player.
That's
All
exactly
right.
right, and that's what he is. I'm going to take you guys back a couple of years. You guys
Not
all know
doing
how many Ohio
but
State games
that's
that
one
West
thing
Side
I'll
call, right?
All right.
I think you did all of them.
I think you missed the Youngstown State game. That's
Well,
about it.
you know, we do our best, CD. There's no doubt. You can front the Maserati, Rich. You know, so you've been listening. That's
By the way, Gus is from the D.
So, guys, 3 years ago, he's a true freshman that's having a hard time breaking into the wide receiver room because it's Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. I would ask those guys amongst the 3 of them, hey, who's the best among the 3 of you? And they would all look at me and say, oh, no. He's the best one. Marvin Harrison Jr., who wasn't even on the field yet, he proved it in that Rose Bowl, remember, against Utah as a true freshman, and he's been the best receiver in college football ever since.
The highest drafted wide receiver for Arizona since drafting Larry Fitzgerald 3rd overall in 2004. Welcome to Primetime, presented by Nationwide. Kaylee, take it away.
Well, Marvin, you represent your father's legacy with that pendant around your neck, but it is your turn now. What do you want your name to represent in the NFL?
I just want to go out there and work as smart as I can, be the best player I can be. I'm super honored to be here.
From Garrett Wilson to CJ Stroud, the last 2 NFL Offensive Rookies of the Year have been products of Ohio State. Can you make it a 3-peat for the Buckeyes?
That's my goal. I'm going to try to.
You came in here tonight confident you would be the first receiver taken off the board in a class deep with talent. Why did you have that confidence?
I just have trust in my abilities. You know, worked so hard to get to this point. You know, God's put me in a great position. Couldn't be here without him, so I'm super blessed.
I know you're ready to get back to work. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Super blessed indeed. You could just have the floor on, sir.
This is a fun one to study. Big, he is a very easy, fluid mover, and the catch radius is ridiculous. This is a power forward body with point guard athleticism. You are aggressive, you'll just slash away like a bug.
H-A-W-K-E-Y-E-S.
Speed and make plays. Run after catch. When he had an opportunity with a good ball from the quarterback, go back to Stroud. You saw a bunch of that. The ability to snap off routes like a little receiver in a big frame is ridiculous. The catch radius, I mentioned it. How about this last one? Watch him snatch this one against Michigan State. He's a freak. Yeah. You know, that's an overused word, but this dude is a bona fide freak.
And he played for one of, if not the best wide receiver coach in college football, and Brian Hartline. Brian Hartline talks about you got to go from point A to point B on time and create separation. No one does that better than him.
Ooh, we're 6 minutes into the Chargers. They got to be feeling phone calls.
Last year. They don't have to be the leading guys now. This young man will take that pressure off with them.
So the Chargers are on the clock for Jim Harbaugh's first pick back in the NFL, and it's been very chalky to this point. We're taking a break. We're going to come back and tell you what's going on in Detroit.
Modelo Chelada, Mexican beer meets bold flavors and spices.
Hey guys, here's 3 perfect fits for me and my Z that I love. Parts guaranteed fit? Check. With eBay guaranteed fit, parts fit right every time. So I can keep my ride or die alive.
Oh, wait. Hey, there have been suspect or authorities don't suspect foul play in the death of David.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
Neither do I. But
Also known as the seriously wrong.
there were several times we saw a sexy game, and I'm like, ooh, I think I just cheated on my wife with a car.
And even no me gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma. And it goes a little something like this.
This pick's going to come down to 3 people.
Hey, it's Sam Jones.
Who do you think?
Joe Wall, Brock Bowers,
Hey, Jacob Brown. Watch select Premier League matches.
or Neighbors.
On NBC Sports 4K in ultra high definition.
Considering what the Chargers have given up, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Neighbors.
Why the wide receiver room is so deep though? They can get one in the second round.
True, but Neighbors is a freaking generational talent.
You could probably get Keenan Coleman in the second round.
They already got a great offensive line. Their problem is just the simple fact that the Chargers are cursed. I don't care who you are, what you say, the Chargers are cursed. Wow. We got $1.50 left. They're going down to the wire.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diploma.
Nope, they're not trading it.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Time for the green room, built by Lowe's. The green room, 4 players lighter.
Career low, 20 touchdown passes.
Wide receiver having been selected. Malik Neighbors sitting and potentially hearing his name next.
I'm sure his will be the next name said.
And Mike Williams walks to the Jets.
Austin Eckler signed a 2-year deal with the Commanders.
2 minutes to go for their pick. And then made a choice. So whatever draft trade conversation may have made its way into the draft room in Costa Mesa, California, did not yield any results for us to have our first draft trade of the night.
So where's Harbaugh at?
The man who calls Chargers games on the radio and asks for your advice. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I'll give the Chargers 1 second. Minnesota has called the Giants bluff. They did not go ahead of them. I don't believe they're buying the Giants are taking J.J. McCarthy at 6. That's the first point I'll make. Now the Chargers get their pick in. Charger fans, look, I call the games, but they've been mad at me because I keep giving them offensive linemen. They say they need a receiver. We lost Keenan. We lost Mike. But if you do a history lesson on Joe Ortiz, the general manager, and Jim Harbaugh, your head coach, they play a physical brand of football. When Jim Harbaugh took the Stanford job, Oregon and USC were high-flying. They were running college football. Jim Harbaugh didn't get weapons to try and compete in a track meet. He got big and tried to beat them up. Now he's with the Chiefs, and I think he's going to try to do the same thing.
Did the same thing with Ohio State.
In his 4 drafts with San Francisco, Jim Harbaugh never traded down in the first round once. And he didn't do it tonight either. So the coach of the championship college team in Michigan is about to make his first choice as a Chargers AC.
I see what you did.
Thank you, brother.
With the fifth pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Joe Alt, tackle, Notre Dame.
So they do take the left tackle from Notre Dame, even though Rashawn Slater is their all-pro.
Wow.
Let's give Joe Alt his flowers.
Well, Joe Alt went from a tight end to a tackle within 2 years, was the 5th pick in the draft. I think he'll be okay moving from left tackle to right tackle. He'll be able to pull that off. He is extremely long. You saw the dimensions. He's almost 6'9". This is Jonathan Ogden type height at left tackle. Length and range. You can't get into his chest. He does a great job of keeping his chest clean. You can't overpower him that way. In the run game,
Well, you called it, John.
He can roll his hips, get low, and create a lot of movement. You want to climb to the second level. With
Tight end turned
with Jim
tackle.
Harbaugh and this
That's a
offensive
first for
system
me.
with the Chargers, he does that as well. They are going to
There he is at home.
Justin Herbert, and they are going to give Justin Herbert a running game. 2 areas and 2 issues that have been there for the Chargers since the end of the league.
Yeah. I don't know whether to say that's his girlfriend or his sister or who, but he towers over her.
All right, Giants. How you gonna mess up this year?
They're gonna draft J.J. McCarthy.
Make some great points, Daniel, about what they're going to do. I think you were anticipating that if this pick somehow that Arizona passed on Marvin Harrison Jr. got now, that might have been the wide receiver that would have been discussed right there. And Jim Harbaugh saw him for those years at Michigan. But it makes perfect sense what Daniel was talking about. The DNA of the general manager who's there, the DNA of the head coach who was there, that comes to an offensive tackle. By the way, they're trying to play with Trey Pipkins at right tackle. Rashawn Slater's now your starting left tackle, has been going to be a superstar. Now you bring a guy who can be on the right side. You change how you do things as you try and chase down.
You guys think that Jim only plays with 5 offensive linemen. I'm like, he doesn't have enough offensive linemen. He needs 2 more if you know what he wants to do.
He probably needs a couple tight ends, a couple more offensive tackles to put them all on the field like they did against Penn State, even though Jim was in the hotel for that game. But that's the point. That's the brand of football that he uses, and he's used it everywhere that he's been. It's not going to change.
Remember when Wisconsin called it the barge? They had 9 on the line.
That's right.
What are you going to call it, Jim Harbaugh?
No wonder why I
So
can't
5
watch my
minutes
shows
now
until
left on the
November.
clock for the
Or
Giants,
until May
who
2.
did not trade up
Because
for a
it's Thursday
quarterback,
night and it's
or
probably
could
on this
not trade up
channel.
for a quarterback,
So
or
because
did not
it's
trade up
draft
for a
night,
quarterback.
they
And it's time
this week
for
and
Joe
aired
Shane
again
to
next week.
call. Now, he's smiling, and it looks like he's on the phone with somebody.
You want to know who I think he's going to be?
Still in
No, because you're listening to Ahead of Us.
No, I've gone. You know how many mock drafts I've done though?
I know. Or who do you think?
In Romulus, Michigan, Ian Rappaport.
It's either going to be Bo Nix or J.J. McCarthy.
Here with us, Ian, you've got the floor.
Rich, now it gets really interesting because the Giants did try to trade up to number 3 to take Drake May.
You don't think so?
Bones have been quiet though at 4 and 5. So did the Giants bluff, and then
Does the Giants really have a quarterback? No.
No, they have Daniel Jones. Let's be honest, he ain't the answer for them.
If they go receive,
I mean, I want them to keep having not a quarterback. I mean, my personal
another team that did the homework. Maybe the Broncos slide up just a little bit to come get JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy was on my show yesterday, and I asked him,
The Buck or like they said, the Vikings called their bluff. They don't believe that they're taking JJ. So,
Vikings pick up the phone with Dallas. Ask for Trey Lance. Give us a 4th and a 5th. I'll be good to go. It's all yours.
yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
This is it. I think Daniel Jones is hurt. He's not going to be there to start the season. They did get Drew Lock in the fold to potentially start week 1, and Daniel Jones could be a starter in the middle of the season. Or do you get JJ McCarthy right now?
Did the Minnesota Vikings watch Braveheart yesterday?
Maybe. Would you want Dallas to pick in that first round?
Getting ready to be announced.
Well, Giants fans have been nervously awaiting this moment, and it has arrived. It does actually happen, 6th overall. They did not make a trade. They have stuck.
I'm only down to 2 people.
And it's time for the commissioner to come out.
Here we go.
Seeing him leaving the backstage area, making his way. So, I mean,
Either Brian Murphy or JPJ, or get the hell out of first round.
You know, minus Joe All. We'll see
What would you do if the Giants picked JP?
They won't.
I know, but what would you do if they did?
There's a guy out of Georgia. That's fine. Malik Neighbors?
Really?
The New York Giants select Malik Neighbors.
Wow.
So they do go wide receiver from
Wow. I mean, that makes sense anyways because the Giants really don't have a – the wide receivers, they suck.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, they suck.
But you know, on the other hand, they don't really have a quarterback that can get it to them.
Daniel Jones is healthy. He's got how he stands as he walks to the stage right now.
I talked to Brian Daboll before the last year's draft and said, "What do you need to get accomplished?" He said, "We might be the slowest team in the league.
Brock Bowers.
We've got to get faster. We've got to get more dynamic."
My cousin wants.
Unless they trade out.
And now they get the most.
And isn't he a tight end?
Yeah. The number 1 tight end this.
Who do they have? Who does
That's the one you drafted in our mock.
Yeah, but who's Tennessee's starting quarterback? It ain't Tannehill. Tannehill's still a free agent.
I remember the name.
If anything, I'm pretty sure this is where JJ goes.
If you've been around Brian Daboll and been around his ball club, they always have competitive periods, ones versus ones. End of the day with a competitive thing, who won, who lost. He wants all that. That's Malik Neighbors. That fits Brian Daboll. Remember, Brian Daboll was in Buffalo when they acquired Stephon Diggs, and he came out and was dynamic right from the beginning under Brian Daboll. That fits perfectly.
I still say that they should change from New York to the Jersey Giants. There you go. Hey, New York. Change your team's name. No longer the New York Jets. Call yourself the Jersey Jets. Or even the Giants. Call yourselves the Jersey Giants. Too many freaking teams in New York.
And please let the Giants and the Jets do some preseason scrimmages because we're going to have a necklace off between Lee and Sauce, and they'll go at each other every day.
Change that.
I want them to have some of those practices again.
That's the last thing.
Use
Daniel
thief.
Jones, you can pick those antacids and put them back in the cupboard.
Kaylee Hartung is on the stage with Malik Neighbors.
Malik, I need you to open up the inside of your jacket and tell me what it represents in this moment.
Oh.
Ooh.
The inside of my jacket, it represents my journey when I came to LSU. They got all the people that showed tribute to the legacy of me at LSU. You know, I got a lot of
That's really cool.
That is cool.
In here is the reason why I'm here today.
There is a legacy at LSU of producing superstar receivers in the NFL. You broke all of those players'
sometime in
records.
June, there's
What
like a
can
bunch
you
of
accomplish with the New York Giants?
I'm always hoping to be the best team I can be, get in the community.
And they put them back in post-production. They're going to release a whole new album, like 11 songs.
You say you have.
Damn.
Right.
Now you can go jump in the crowd with those Giants
2024.
fans.
That was not on my 2024 bingo card.
All right, let's look at the video.
No,
This
it-
is one test play after another when you watch Malik Neighbors teamed up with Jay Daniels in college. He's a gas machine. You see what DJ Moore does with the ball in his hands for Carolina and Chicago. You see similar here with Malik.
You know, I'm a
Just
railroad
a little
bike
bit
guy.
faster. After the catch, he can run away from you. He's also not afraid to drop his shoulder and run through you. It was death by slot fade when you played against LSU. It was one
Wear my
after
Raider
another
hat.
after
I
another.
kiss my Raiders ass.
And they're going to give him all that real estate to work as they get to Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. You look at the overall scores of the wide receivers in this draft class.
And see, even I gotta agree with that because Xavier Worthy, I have watched tape on him, and I don't see him being a good catcher, but if he can run, so he might make a great return man, but that might be it.
I love his
Catching can be learned, though.
and specifically as DJ was talking about, he can play all over the place.
Yes,
He's not
but
just one of those guys that you have to put on the backside. And
depending on where he goes,
so
if you're working with like, let's say Patrick Mahomes, the guy who has a freaking cannon going on, it's a little more tricky than if you're trying to catch passes from like Daniel Jones.
My mom, my mom says hi.
Hi. This player.
And this, she can't afford it right now. Maybe the next time that boys have something.
Titans pick is in. They're not trading. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Steve Powell's right.
The Falcons are on the clock. And 150,000 people are in Detroit.
Everybody's gonna lose their feet. Get down. Everybody's gonna leave their seat. You gotta lose your mind in Detroit, Rock City. But y'all, have you? I don't think you've seen that. So the band Kiss has officially retired all the members, and they will not do anything done. But to keep
Working with the experience.
experience going, because they always say that the reason why their album sells such a hit, their concerts would sell out is it's something you succeed. Each person is actually digitally reimagined, I guess you can call it. With all the AI and everything. So Gene Simmons' Demon is actually Demon's Wings and everything else.
I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they just think
Next generation.
They've been talking about doing like virtual tours for forever.
Hey, we thought we'd try something new.
Learn about adopting a kid from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptyourkids.com.
Yeah, I want to watch a concert just so I can see how they're different, so I see why.
Jeez. My dad would take out of that.
Well, shit. For Christmas, the boys bought me a Kiss t-shirt for the album cover Destroyer.
Nice.
Why'd you guys see me do this? Because you like Kiss, Danny. Well, you ain't wrong. Wow.
Beautiful vista right there, captured by Goodyear.
What?
Providing our area. Their first step on the field to their first step on this stage, these players have arrived. Goodyear. Or Griffin. So the Titans having Joe Alt on their radar screens coming in and watched him be plucked from The draft board by the Chargers. It's now time to find out who the Titans are going to take 7th overall, while the Falcons are almost halfway through their allotted time on the clock at 8. Here's the commissioner with the
All right, the 7th overall pick. The Titans select.
With the 7th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select J.C. Latham, tackle.
You were wrong.
Well, we had tackles go at 5 and 7. Not a surprise either spot. The Tennessee Titans, this was a glaring need for them. Will Levis needs some help, needs some protection. They were tied for 28th in sacks allowed last year. Latham is a mammoth human being. Played at right tackle there. He's also played inside at guard. I think he'll be a left tackle.
What'd you say, sis?
Charles.
They have
Outside with him in terms of what he can become, big time recruit, big time talent. I think there's still more there for him. He's like those things in the
No, they didn't trade him. He hit free agency. Now he's a Raven.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Did they have some replace?
Bill Callahan was a coach in Cleveland when they drafted
Then again,
Bills out of Alabama. Right,
there is a draft. There is a prospect.
They converted him to left
That's
tackle. Bill Callahan is now
Frank
the
Gore's
offensive
son.
coach for the Tennessee Titans. If you're talking about converting,
But everything I've seen of him, I see being like a really fit a 6th rounder. So it's like, if you can go that line, great. Right now, my biggest thing is, because for the past several years, it's been Ryan Tannehill. He's gone. I'm going to bring him back on like 3rd deal. I do kind of admit, I do like it when they pick up the commissioner, but I think I like him because he's actually going to have his hand on the start. Everybody else is either existing now.
My next note literally was can be a little too aggressive at times.
Somebody bring some ibuprofen to the commissioner's
Danny Shelton in years past.
Oh God, I did that today at work, and I thought my
so JC
freaking
on the
it
stage.
was really that we have for our others. We have to go up.
Nasty.
Well, I'm feeling how like Zach's out there just did a cross, and all of a sudden you just.
This team drafted years draft.
I wish mine would do that.
Oh, trust me, I wasn't just. I wasn't no leading. I was freaking. Hey, yeah, she heard it down, and she heard it down here. I was like.
There is so much power up top. The ability to just torque the
I always love seeing that.
That shows up in the run game.
They were 5 years to live with. I don't wish them this is that. Mr. Incredible.
Just toys with edge
Oh,
he stays square.
No way.
I felt this could use.
Sink down against those power rushers and absorb them. See a lot of good rushers when you're playing in the SEC. This was the area. The stunts in the games a little inconsistent.
I think the Falcons took JP.
Is what he does.
No.
All he do is turning, twerking, and finishing. Yeah, so the Tennessee Titans.
Who's Atlanta's quarterback?
Kirk Cousins.
What if I told you it's a quarterback and it hasn't been even announced over there, but it's kind of on the internet, someone just kind of looked it up right now.
And we'll get to that in a moment.
JJ McCarthy's going to Atlanta?
I ain't saying McCarthy. No, they're interested in the QB.
Oh God, not Penix. Come on.
The commissioner just confirmed to me he is
The commissioner is okay. Okay, good.
What was going through your mind when you went in?
Freaking Forrest Gump style. Man, look at that guy's grill, man. Look at his grill. He can't even talk right because he got that grill in his mouth. He can't talk like this. Shit, what the hell?
And they try to talk about how guys' shoulders when they
Yeah.
Young quarterback in Tennessee. How do you want to help set the tone?
I mean, yeah, just living up to the standard of what Alabama is and the tradition of what we are, you know.
Alabama's tradition. Yeah, right. Tradition died with Nick Saban.
You lost, what, 20 pounds since Alabama's season ended? How NFL ready do you feel right now?
Yo, if they go quarterback,
Yeah, I'm ready.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
this kind of shakes up the draft. You know that, right?
No, really?
Rich, you guys are going to say I'm crazy. You probably did when we talked about it in the pregame show. The Atlanta Falcons are considering Michael Penix at
Oh.
rate. And I know they signed Kirk Cousins and gave him $100 million guaranteed. It is all about succession at the most important position. A lot of people think they're going to take a defensive player, maybe edge. Michael Penix is very firmly in the mix for the Atlanta Falcons.
No.
Was going to start. Apparently,
Ooh.
and didn't you suspect Atlanta was going to get?
What did you hear from Pick 6?
Dallas might be trading back twice tonight.
They go at 8, as Ian has suggested, with Michael Penix. That's a big time change. They did a lot of work on Penix. I just thought with the talk of the Raiders,
probably
that
have
was
some kind of
convenient for both parties.
$180 million contract, $100 million guaranteed.
Penix later. Apparently, they're okay with just taking him right here. And you talk about a succession plan.
No, come on, not Penix, not Penix. Come on.
That's what Atlanta did exactly.
He also
We're not taking it. We want our guy.
He also said you're not serious people, and that would be a wild state of affairs if we're about to hear the name of Michael Penix Jr.
Not Penix, come on.
Ian said this hours ago. He set it up as a possibility. This is the way this goes.
Okay.
Come on, not Penix, not Penix.
I thought that's where we were going with Atlanta.
Here we go.
With the 8th pick,
Sorry, Jay.
24 NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Penix Jr.
Well, there it is.
Wow.
That is the first surprise of the NFL draft, to say the least. The fourth quarterback off the board is Michael Penix Jr., who is a top 10.
That's 4 quarterbacks.
Fuck!
4. I need 2 more to go.
A very expensive investment in a veteran quarterback, and it's kind of wild that Kirk Cousins arrives in Atlanta. He signs in Atlanta. He leaves Minnesota to go to Atlanta. Minnesota is sticking around, and with this selection, having J.J. McCarthy get one more pick closer to them with the Bears on the clock, the Jets after them, and there is the Vikings. But again, placing that aside, Michael Penix Jr. is going to Atlanta.
And this is a huge arm. You see Joe Flacco's name on the bottom. The way the ball spins out of his hand.
All right, so both quarterbacks I want for the Raiders are gone. Who do we go after now?
This is from the Texas game. Attacking over the top down the field. He can play.
Offensive.
They make a point of that.
What?
Chicago's going to get nervous right here. So who did they pick for the first one?
Caleb Williams.
They're going with J.J. McCarthy on this next thing. It's only the Chicago way. They make a good point.
Because it's the Chicago way.
Wide receiver, though.
Probably. They're probably going to try and redo the same thing with the Bengals did with Chase Young. Not Chase Young, sorry. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. I'm pretty sure the Raiders are gonna go after a cornerback now. I'm pretty sure. God, I want the Raiders to go after Cooper, but then again, Iowa. I don't know who I want the Raiders to go after.
Bodine?
Fuck no.
JJ, you really don't know what he has. You can't say.
He ain't gonna go past Minnesota. Minnesota needs a quarterback, and I'm pretty sure that's where he's going. The Jets ain't gonna take him because the Jets have Aaron. Or, I'm sorry.
Who do they have behind him?
Huh?
Who do they have behind Aaron?
Somebody, I don't know who. What his name is. Huh?
They got nobody.
Well, pick is in.
Yeah, I love what these guys are saying. You know, you don't very often take a whole lot from the combine. But one thing I
Who's behind Aaron Rodgers?
No, I don't know.
See?
It was Zach Wilson, but now he's a Bronco.
That means it's firm but soft. He doesn't throw the ball through you. He throws with touch and can change the trajectory of the football, kind of like Joe was talking about. He can place the ball where he needs to place the ball, but you never worry about it getting there. Pure pocket passer, a guy that can make the choke throw over and over again. I've always believed at the NFL level, you want to be a difference maker, you've got to make those 15 to 35-yard throws consistently. Nobody did it better in college football than Michael Penix Jr.
And for the first time in the common draft era, we have seen 4 quarterbacks selected in the first 8 picks. We saw 4 go in the top 10 back in 2018 when Josh Rosen went. And we came close to it when Justin Fields went in 2021. 11th overall, just like Dante Culpepper in 99. But how about that? And it isn't J.J. McCarthy, who is still on the board, as the Bears just chose at 9. They did not trade out.
Someone said they wouldn't be surprised in the chat if JJ went to the Jets.
10th overall as Minnesota is sitting there, as you said, Braveheart.
So people, I think I asked you the same question. Even though the team picks somebody at the draft, they can still trade them.
Yeah.
What you say?
Even though somebody is picked, they can still trade.
You gotta give me something to come up one spot.
Because, well, even tonight, because back in the 90s, we were not. Eli Manning was actually drafted by the Chargers, and the Giants drafted Phil Rivers. They traded picks that night.
And yet again, they aren't on the team until they sign.
Yeah, physically until pinned to paper, nothing's for certain.
Okay.
Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze, wide receiver, Washington.
So the guys who came on the same flight from Los Angeles commercially are gonna hop on Air McCaskey to go to Chicago together. And Caleb Williams drafted first overall into an offense that already had Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. Will have Rome Odunze at his disposal this fall. What a windfall for the
Wow, this just threw everything out of whack. I never thought the Falcons were going to be taking Penix.
Where this thing was going. When you talk about transforming an offense in one offseason, I don't know if it's transformation in one of the same ones in Chicago right now.
Almost said Brock Bowers in the chat.
Brock Bowers going to the Jets?
Jets trade out. So
You're ahead of us.
The Jets might have done what you were suggesting, although not with Chiefery, but make a deal with Minnesota to have Minnesota come up one spot, as the Vikings are now on the clock as we are watching
Oops, Chip.
his new Bears jersey.
The reason why I say that is I was in Baltimore with Joe Douglas. We were going to take a Lodinata. The team in front of us was the Cleveland Browns, and they were going to take Cameron Wimbley. We knew it. They bluffed us. We didn't care. We gave them a 6th-round pick. We ended up getting the guy we want. So I've seen this thing happen before.
So while the Vikings are on the clock, let's take a look at this kid from Washington.
Yeah, I said he's my favorite player in the draft. He can win at the line of scrimmage with that strength.
I need one more QB to go.
Why? You got to friggin' bet.
Who would be Minnesota be going?
J.J. McCarthy.
We're pick 24. You subtract 10 off the 24. How many prospects fall down the board when the QBs go down the line?
True.
Defense, offense, line.
I just said true, man. I just said true, dog. Come on.
We also talked about the possibility of them doing edge rusher, talk about Montez Sweat. What this pick tells me is that they feel very good about the defense. They want to increase the offense.
Man, that offense looks scary. I don't know about you, John, but I think that offense looks scary come next year. Depending on how Caleb progresses with training camps and everything.
And Michael Penix, who was just taken 80. For Michael Penix, Rome Odunze was the guy he always targeted to when he needed a play. Odunze, 80% of his production went for either touchdowns or first downs. He was open, and he was open down the field, and he was also loyal. He originally committed to Chris Peterson, stayed there through some lean years, and even when
as you said it, the Bears have a better wide receiver core than the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
so just take a look at what's happening on the screen right now. The Minnesota Vikings are about to announce their pick 10th overall. We are assuming it is for JJ, as in J.J. McCarthy. The Jets moving down one spot.
And getting a 4th and 5th.
Got his pick.
Huh?
Who?
Tommy from work wanted the Vikings fan. He wanted J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been announced here when I'm on pick 6, but
We all know it's going to
it
be
makes
him.
sense.
Yeah. They need a quarterback for the future. J.J. McCarthy is it. And even with the Falcons going and getting Penix, even I would have jumped the gun and tried to
10th
trade
overall
up.
pick in the 6th round.
Well, Rome, you and Caleb Williams ended up on the same plane from LA to Detroit. Now you can go to Chicago together. What can you two accomplish
Because I still remember when Michael Crabtree was drafted, he didn't sign his rookie contract for months after the draft. Because they couldn't get the right, they didn't get the right
After working on his dairy
numbers.
farm in Utah, you have credited your grandfather with your work ethic. As he listens to this broadcast from home tonight, what do you want to say to him?
Love you, Grandpa. Thank you for all the.
Aw, I love you, Grandpa.
And I hope you enjoyed this moment as much as I did.
Congrats, Joe.
Thank you.
So the Minnesota pick is in. If it's J.J. McCarthy, we will have 5 quarterbacks in the top 10 for the first time ever. We will have
It's going to be JJ.
players in the top 10
I don't care who you are. It is going to be JJ.
when we come back.
That is my money. I'll put money on it.
Oh,
Good night.
no. Let's call this.
Yeah, Chris does. Hey, Topher does make a point. Minnesota trades up to draft a kicker. But hey, believe it or not, there actually has been a kicker drafted in the first round.
TMI cruiser seats at a great value. And they're a
You know who? Do you have any idea who it was?
looking good, guys.
They're on a break just like we are.
Sebastian Janikowski for the Raiders was drafted in the first round.
Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
Hey, it's Sam Johnston. Hi, it's Maximilian Kilman. Fan of Mozzic. Hey, it's Jacob Brown. Watch select Premier League matches. Also, on Sports 4K in ultra high definition.
Yo. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, Aaron Rodgers, and Brock Bowers, if that was to happen?
Oh,
I mean, I might laugh with you, Nick. If it ain't JJ McCarthy, what if it's Bo Nix? I'm gonna laugh my way home.
okay, why do you think it could be Bo Nix?
I'm not saying it could be. I'm just saying it's a Vikings way.
Yeah,
Like Topher just said.
yeah, but what makes you think that they would choose Bo over JJ? Just your opinion.
No reason. I'm just thinking how Vikings are idiots anyways.
Hey, to be fair, if you've been choking for 40 years, you'd be purple too.
They've been purple since the day they bought the team and since the day they were born. So what's the difference?
Okay, fine. If you've been choking for 50, 60 years, you'd be purple too.
Nah,
Yeah.
I still be looking fly.
Yeah, you'd be looking fly because the fly would be on you.
Moments ago, we saw our first trade.
Ooh.
The Minnesota Vikings moved up one spot with the Jets. They flipped
Ooh.
to 4th and 5th on Saturday for the right to move up one spot.
What if they do take Brock Bowers here too?
The Vikings taking Bowers?
Replace TJ.
About 20 minutes ago, here's the commissioner to make
They didn't trade away TJ.
To help make the Minnesota Vikings selection, we are honored to have with us the surviving mother, brothers, and nephew of fallen hero, United States Army Sergeant Zachary Ewing. Zachary died after a battle with cancer, a cancer that was discovered after he was injured during his second deployment to Iraq. We salute him and thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving the loss of a military loved one. I'm now going to turn this over to Sergeant Ewing's nephew, Asher, who will announce the pick in honor of his uncle.
Stage is yours, kid.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select
JJ McCarthy,
Then a huge ovation from the Wolverines, every crowd here in Detroit, just down the road, and as you can
And y'all know what I mean.
see, Township, Michigan.
That's gonna be interesting to see. Needless to say, that will be interesting to see come this fall.
In this offseason, and a guy who's a winner for sure is going to take his wares to the NFC North.
No doubt. And somebody who reminded me of Alex Smith coming out of college. All Alex Smith did was win a bunch
Hey.
of games and do it in a
What?
really accurate and efficient
Did you know
when you get to
in the history of the NFL draft, the first 10 picks, what have they been?
He wasn't relied upon like some of the other quarterbacks we've seen.
Every pick in the first 10 picks, what have they
When you do
been?
your homework on him, you see the ability to make these big time.
Read your board.
Offense.
You get some inside pressure.
That's the first time in the NFL history.
Absolutely, he can make
I can believe it.
Here he is against TCU, a game where he really showed off his
It's the first time that 5 quarterbacks have been taken in the first round.
Yeah. That's why everybody was so high on it.
Yes, you look at his score, he's right there with that group of quarterbacks we've seen come off the board so far with an 83.
And it guys isn't enough. That's the order in which the quarterbacks came on.
That's the order in which the quarterbacks were taken, too.
Nice work by Next Gen Stats of seeing that one through. I will just add this one thing, guys. To me, the ingredients are all there for him to be a great quarterback. These other guys had a chance to do more with their talents. He has the talent. It wasn't necessarily needed with this Michigan team. They had a formula that worked for them, and he played his role all the way to a national championship. But how many times, Joel, did they run it in a row against Kent State? 32. Kevin O'Connell's not running it 32 times in a row with Minnesota.
And you mentioned homework. Time now for a player comparison presented by Homestyle.
JJ McCarthy is compared to CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. It's not apples and apples.
I see what you did
It's
there.
not, yeah, I know the Ohio State Michigan thing, but it's not apples to apples. It's not playing style. It's question marks coming in. Last year, CJ Stroud, we were questioning what we didn't see on tape in college. Could he do it consistently in the NFL? He answered that emphatically his rookie season. By the way, he went at number 2 overall last year. JJ McCarthy, many of the same questions. Can he make the plays? Can he carry a team? All I know is when the pressure is up. Joel, you mentioned 3rd down.
Yeah.
How about 4th down in the Rose Bowl against Alabama and the play he made there? He's going to go number 10 overall. The same questions were there. Can he answer them like C.J. Stroud? He gets his opportunity. By the way, Kevin O'Connell couldn't have gotten a better head coach to be his quarterback coach as he moves on.
Well, listen, this guy wins, right? He's 27-1 as a starting quarterback at Michigan. And you mentioned the formula, DJ, and that was a very specific formula for Michigan, and it was very successful for a long time. But it always came up short. Those fan base, they hate to know that, but it did. What was the difference the last few years? In particular, last year, it was that they had a quarterback that could go above the X's and O's on 3rd down and actually move on and keep their offense on the field and win the big games, whether it was championship games or against Ohio State or in the Rose Bowl against Alabama. That's what JJ did. And then here's the caveat, though. That quarterback had to be selfless
Hey, honey, we
enough
drove past that,
to
didn't we?
also
When we
play
went to the
within
cities?
that system that you talked about. And
Egg
he
yam?
was that guy. He was a unicorn for
Egg-yam?
Michigan in a lot of ways.
E-A-G-A-M?
Real quick, I asked Kevin O'Connell about him a couple days ago. He said, I want to coach that kid.
Well, it's
He
a
said, this
suburb
kid,
of it.
everybody that's
okay.
around him, he's infectious. They always want to be around him. His teammates absolutely migrate toward him. He said, there's more there. I want to coach this dude. Kurt, I'll tell you what, how about the situation he's going to, guys? You got Justin Jefferson to throw to. You got Jordan Addison. You got Aaron Jones in the backfield. T.J. Hawkinson. So a lot of things that he has to prove.
This is where I think Bowers is going to go.
For a young quarterback to go into with all those pieces around him.
I got to be honest with you. There is no I in NFL Network. There is one in Rich and one in Eisen. Hearing you guys sing the praises of JJ McCarthy.
We're going to have 11 straight offensive picks.
This may be the greatest moment of my entire career. This is awesome.
With the 11th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Olu Fashanu.
Yo! Whoa!
So they go in the direction of protecting Aaron Rodgers rather than handing him another weapon to throw to.
Yeah, they went out and got Tyron Smith and more.
I have to say, aren't they doing the exact same shit that
This is the left tackle of the future. You should see if he gets on the field right away, but he is a pure left tackle.
I'm sorry, but isn't that exactly what the Packers did? They would always get a bunch of linemen or defensive players, not give Aaron Rodgers weapons to throw to. And that's why he wanted out of Green Bay in the first place.
In the run game, you want to see him be a little more consistent. He was more seal and wall off than really power guys and finish guys. But there was improvement in that area in 23 compared to 22. Remember, they picked Tyron Smith.
I'm pretty sure this is where we're going to either see another quarterback go or we're going to see the first defensive player go.
The 2024 NFL Draft is presented
Well, because have you seen their quarterback room?
from April 22nd through April 28th.
Zach Wilson, Jason Stratham, and some guy I've never even heard of.
One of the people at Dallas Cowboys.
I ever seen them going either quarterback or they're going to say, screw it, and we're just going to try and get our
Hey man, they might be doing a college way. Quarterback by committee, man.
Quarterback by committee, my ass. Quarterback by committee, my ass.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to imagine the future differently. With Capella University's game-changing FlexPath format, get support every step of the way to help you stay on track.
That's all I got to say is quarterback by committee, my ass.
Actually, this house has to have a crawl space.
No.
Your floor vents
Yeah.
has to go underneath the house somehow.
Yeah. There's no crawl space. At least not that I've ever seen. There's no way to access it.
It's here, you just don't know where it's at.
I've been in every room. Although, that could be why there's rugs in the streaming room instead of actual carpet. But we asked the landlord, and they said no, there is nothing.
Breaking news.
Breaking news: the Cowboys have already forfeited this year. They are the first team eliminated from the playoffs.
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds.
What's Pick Six got to say now?
Nah, they're just naming all the quarterbacks that's been picked so far.
Yeah.
They're not going to be a Cowboys quarterback.
It ain't gonna be a Cowboys quarterback.
You know, people are hoping that, you know, how many people have been talking on ESPN.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to the Cowboys might be taking the quarterback in the first round.
Yeah. No, not with who's left. This is the second round over Spencer Rattler. Or Spencer Rattle, whatever you pronounce that name. Oh yeah, Jerry Judy's a Brown now, isn't he?
My neck, I can move it both ways.
Mattress Firm had so many incredible
All right, we're back here in Detroit. Verizon Small Business Days are back now through Sunday. Don't miss out.
Hey John, your cousin Chris. What a letdown for a pick. Should have went with the playmaker over the height right tackle. Jokes.
We're at the Neil Diamond cover portion of tonight. I had to pause for that moment.
Hold a second, Rich.
I had to pause for that moment.
Neil Diamond cover section in the Motor City.
You know what?
Seriously, Motown.
Can you imagine Brock Bowers made it to Kansas City?
Oh, come on.
You already had Travis Kelce.
They would have Travis Kelce's replacement. Travis Kelce ain't getting any younger, so chances are he's going to retire at some time.
50% of the first 10 quarterbacks, 100% of the first 10 offensive players. First time we've ever seen both. And we'll see if the Denver Broncos keep this at 50%.
No, the Broncos are probably going to go.
And we'll see if that's who they're going to be picking right now.
Do you remember at the top we said what the strength of the draft? It's quarterbacks, it's wide receivers, and tackles. Just to confirm, there are also other players available at some point.
This is probably where Bo Nix goes. Not going to lie. This is probably where Nix goes.
There are defenders. There just really haven't been any taken. You guys mentioned the quarterbacks. We've had 5 goes so far. There's really only one more, Bo Nix, who keeps been rated anywhere near the first round. That means you got the Denver Broncos, you got the Las Vegas Raiders. Both have quarterback needs. If one goes him, the other's not going to get him. And I would say this, for the Las Vegas Raiders, who didn't have Bo Nix up there with some other teams, they may actually trade out or take a defensive player rather than reach for a quarterback. The Raiders are okay. They have Gardner Minshew, but there is a chance they don't get a quarterback out of round 1.
But who cares? We have Gardner Minshew. We have Aiden O'Connell. We are set at quarterback.
And Rich, think about it this way.
The only one I wanted was Jalen Daniels because of his connection to Antonio Pierce. Other than that, Michael Penix would have been nice too, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Improve that defense. Our offense is good. Improve that defense. We need a true shutdown corner. Go after that guy from Alabama. Hell, go after DeJon Cooper from Iowa.
Charles is very upset right now.
I just don't understand.
Okay, here we go with the 12th overall pick.
In the 2024 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
6 for 12. 6 quarterbacks in the first
Dang.
7 picks. To quote Rambo, they're all gone, sir. All 6 of the quarterbacks are gone. Bo Nix. The comparison was Tua because he's got real quick hands, he's very accurate underneath, and he can lay the ball up. Some of the drive throws, that's what people want to see. There is evidence out there of him driving the football. This offense just didn't require it very often. A lot of quick hitters, a lot of balls underneath, but the ability there, he's played a lot of football, started 61 games in college. That's where you see the polish and things like this with ball handling. He's played so much football. The mobility at Auburn, we saw more of. A little sprinkled in here. Didn't have to run it quite as much with this.
John knows something we don't know.
Jerry Jones, 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round. Everything's been pushed down to us so far. Jerry, it is time to cook. You say you're all in? Prove it.
Seeing Bo Nix celebrating with his friends and family.
Prove it.
Right after, maybe they would have gone there, who knows. But Sean Payton sends Russell Wilson packing. He's now in Pittsburgh, and it's Bo Nix a couple days after they hired Zach Wilson by a trade, and we all know Jarrett Stidham is in their quarterback room, and that's the way they're going to go into the season with a monster dead cap number hanging over the next couple of years that they're paying off from the Russell Wilson trade.
All right, Raiders are on the clock.
Contract on which Russell Wilson played a grand total of 0 downs for Denver. Kurt?
I'll tell you what, guys, when you watch Bo Nix on film, he reminds you a little bit of Drew Brees. Drew Brees, Sean Payton, we know what they did together, but he played in an offense where they asked him to read the entire field. Probably the biggest playbook of all of these quarterbacks that we've seen go in the first round. And so I believe that's where the fit is. They're going to ask Bo Nix to come in and deal the football, get the football out of his hands, use that accuracy. And as DJ said, he can push the ball down the field, but I'm not sure that's what they're going to ask him to do. Sean Payton now as a quarterback that can do some of the things that they like to do in New Orleans.
Well, Kurt, now that the 6 first-round graded quarterbacks are taken for 12 picks, no, I've been told they're checking on to see if there's early flights.
Okay, all right. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun.
No. I'm going to say this.
Well, your Rays going to pick, Jake?
I'm your teammate and I have your back. You're not just a quarterback guy. You can talk about other draft choices at other positions. We're not putting baby in a corner. You're just not in a box.
Well, thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. And it's all offensive guys so far, too, so I can talk offense for sure.
Yes.
There's probably going to be a couple defensive guys
But
going
that said, we also know you only travel first class and there's only coaching. I've been told, so we'll be back to you.
Hey, one thing, guys. Secret sauce in this whole thing is a guy by the name of Davis Webb, who's a quarterback's coach in Denver for Sean Payton. He's going to be one of the top quarterback coaches in the NFL starting right now. And look at the project he gets here with Bo Nix.
Well, as the commissioner has the Raiders pick, Jack Andre of our crack research staff just said, in the history of the draft, we have never had 13 straight picks on one side of the ball in succession.
Here we go.
At any point in any
To the Raiders.
So there's a lot on the line here.
With the 13th pick in the 2024
I say we're going defense.
The Las Vegas Raiders select Brock Bowers, tight end, Georgia.
You better be happy with that pick.
So Brock Bowers is going to the Raiders. And what do you think of this pick?
Well, this is value here. This is my 7th overall player, big-time player. It came down to position value. I think that's why you see him available right here. But when you've watched college football over the last few years and you've watched Georgia, he's the best player on the field in every single one of their games. What he does with the ball in his hands, the run after catch. One of their coaches said, if we put this guy at tailback, he'd be our best tailback on our roster. There's some of the route ability to be able to shake defenders and get free. Making big plays down the field. He does that as well.
Why? We have Michael Mayers. Why did we
George Kittle alike, though? You want to open up your run game? What's George Kittle good for?
With a pretty darn good receiver they have there in Vegas. When you look at the last 8 Super Bowl winners,
He's good after contact, too. The top tight end in this class.
owns the middle of the field, operates in the middle of the field. I'm talking about Cooper Kupp, Gronk, Travis Kelce. That's the type of player that you need, and that's the type of player that Brock Bowers is. I understand the whole positional value thing, and all those guys I just mentioned were not first-round picks, but he is a dynamic player, and I also think that he can get down there. And
Also, Brock Bowers could be used as a wide receiver.
Michael Mayer's draft last year.
He can run wide receiver routes as well.
Ball player this year, and Brock Bowers. Go ahead and add to your riches.
I think you'll be happy with this.
Baker's dozen picks into this draft.
We'll see come the fall. I'll say this much. I'm not happy with it because I still say the Raiders need help on the defense. They need a shutdown corner, and all of them were available.
Hey, I tell you right now, all the mock drafts I did, you can still find one around 3 and 4.
When it comes to style,
Yeah.
small changes can make a
Trust.
big impact. I know I can
Trust.
always turn to Walmart, whether it's for that perfect spring.
I've been a Raiders fan for 30+ years, man. Of course I trust.
Bringing spring bags from the
Look at
outside
Trayvon
is
Diggs.
easy with Walmart.
How many cornerbacks went before him? 6.
Very true.
Hey, it's Sam Johnston. Hi, it's Maximilian Kilman. Fan enough in the Village. Hey, it's Jacob Brown. Watch select Premier League matches all season long on NBC Sports 4K in ultra high definition.
Oh, I'm excited now. 6 quarterbacks have been taken before our picking shit is falling down the board. Hey, wait a minute. Babe, you gotta get that filth off you.
My feet were cold.
I don't care. That pillow can't be on you. Look,
Take out that jersey and let her warm it up then.
sit on your feet. Fart on them. You'll be good. Oh yeah, and the Giants saying they think they can build around Daniels.
They've been saying that for how many years?
Anything different as a pill?
Who do they have for a running back?
Technology is being mixed into everything.
Nobody.
There's only one thing.
Like I said,
If they didn't have Saquon, they had nobody. Not a wide receiver, not even a tight end.
Like I said, they've been saying that they can build around Daniel Jones for years. Doesn't make it true.
I just didn't realize that one pill could change your whole life.
Poor kitchen now.
It's time to check in on the green room, built by Lowe's. There's still some obviously back there, but picked clean quarterbacks and wide receivers, right? Some of them are gone as well. The Saints are on the clock. 13 consecutive choices tonight on offense. We have yet to hear a defensive player's name called. 2.5 to go on the Saints clock.
I got a text from Tom Telesco with the Raiders and said, "We need juice," and Bowers brings it. And that's going to be a
Really?
fun one
All
to
right.
watch there
Listen to
on
this.
offense.
So what do you think the Saints do here?
Sean Payton wanted to and intended to draft Patrick Mahomes in the 2017 draft. When he held the 11th overall pick, he was ready to turn in the card, but before he could, the Chiefs traded up to the Bills spot at number 10 and took Mahomes one spot before Payton got it, leaving the Saints to draft Ohio State cornerback Marshawn Lattimore. Payton feels as strong about Bo Nix as he did Mahomes.
I just reached out
Bro.
to his agent, Mike McCartney. I'm sure Ian's talked to
No.
him as well, but he was not even.
How do you think I would feel? That's
You can't diss Sean Payton because Sean Payton is.
So he's sitting at home and just
not dissing him, but you're saying no. Imagine how I feel when I got to take on both Mahomes and him now.
It's not like Penix is going to.
Yeah, but who did Sean Payton seen who in what quarterback in the Saints?
When you draft rookie quarterbacks, Kurt Warner held up Eli Manning about as long as you normally do with a rookie quarterback.
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes sitting almost the whole year is unusual, right? Carson Palmer sat the whole year, unusual. As a general rule, when you get a brand new quarterback,
Yeah, Damien, friggin' Vikings got JJ, which is all good. But it'll be interesting to see how that JJ works with the other JJ and TJ and AJ and all those other abbreviated players on the Vikings. And don't forget, you also got another pick coming up at pick 23.
Which we'll go back to the Saints for a second. You guys mentioned the possibility of them taking a tackle. Here's why. My understanding that Ryan Ramczyk, one of the starting tackles for the last several years, dealing with a knee injury. They thought it would be better, had a little bit of a procedure, thought he'd be good to go this season. He may not only not play this
I want
season,
Dallas
but may
either
not
it's
play
going to be
in
trade
the
down,
NFL
trade down,
forever. But that is why they
or
have a very, very real need at tackle with Ramczyk's knee.
I want them to trade out of the first round.
Yeah.
The Colts are about 90 seconds in.
The amount of stuff that has fallen off this board because of 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round.
Well, no, I was going through looking through all these.
What lineman would you want the Vikings to pick up at 23?
Lineman? Take a Guyton. Because I don't want Dallas to have him.
My buddy John here is a big Powers guy. He wants Powers to fall to the Cowboys.
JPJ, baby, and I will go streaking right here and now.
Don't tempt him. Don't tempt him.
Maybe that's the case now with the quarterbacks. We've depleted all 6, for goodness sakes. There's still a lot of really good tackles out there that could fill in.
I want JPJ also.
No, you can't have him. You can take Cedric Von, whatever, from Georgia.
Oh, here we go. Pick is in for the Saints.
Choosing 14th overall as we're moving our way towards being halfway through this first night here in Detroit.
Man, it's been pretty freaking quick.
With the 14th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Talise Fuaga, tackle, Oregon State.
Fuaga.
There you go. For me, he was right behind Joe.
Whoops, crap.
I just love watching him and the temperament and the physicality with which he plays. As you see him getting a little emotional there. Powerful and nasty. And usually when you have those first 2 things, you'll see guys are
Wow.
off the ground. He stays off the ground. He's got
14 consecutive offensive picks. That's a freaking
And
record.
this is why our commissioner's an idiot, because he messed up his name, Calieste.
Well, to be fair, you don't pay him to say names. Well, actually, yeah, you do. You pay him to say freaking names, and you can't say names right to save his ass.
Oh, baby.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, we have 9 more picks now. 9 picks.
9 picks. But remember, a lot of these teams will go for or
I've
looking
been
for a
seeing this
lineman.
one being forfeited first round.
But who are
On
they?
every mock draft I've done, Miami has been forfeited. Their first round pick. Why I seen that? I don't know.
I just love seeing the guy develop. I mean, think about it. He went to a dreadful high school program. They won 5 games in 4 years. 5. That's it. So he was only the 130th ranked offensive tackle in his recruiting class. And now here he is as a first-round draft pick. Tough guy. Jonathan Smith, his head coach, talked about his work ethic.
You know you still want Derek Carr.
And a tone setter for that offense.
Smith is now here.
The hat may say once a Raider, always a Raider, but
I just want to say this, certainly if he's out there listening. Chris Ballard, the general manager of the Indianapolis Colts, was on the Rich Eisen show
I'll take
last Friday.
him.
How many quarterbacks do you think will start this draft, knowing he's not in the
Or
quarterback room, obviously? He said he thinks 3.
Chop Robinson, Brian Murphy. The second, Brian Thomas Jr. I'll take. Latu I'll take.
6 quarterbacks.
see with him being out with a shoulder injury, I even see the Colts going offensive
But
line.
now who is this?
Damien.
Damien. It's okay. You could have JPJ because I'll have Graham Barton. Graham Barton actually, I think, could be better than JPJ in a way.
Time will tell. Season or come fall.
Pushes everybody down. So anybody that's not picking here that aren't quarterback needy, they are psyched with the way that this trades.
Sure.
This night has actually gone down.
Fewer than 1,000 yards in each of the last 2 seasons. Missed 13 games due to an injury. I'm good with whoever they pick. No matter what, we have to. Because like I said, I'm a Raiders fan. I ain't okay with the Brock Powers tight end draft, but hey, we'll see how it all pans out come this fall. God, look at that.
Let me sum it up to you.
All the great quarterback options are gone.
The Bears drafted Caleb Williams, a quarterback who paints his nails, so he's like a little girl playing football. The Redskins, I'm sorry, Commanders. I don't want to offend anybody. The Commanders drafted, who was it again?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Oh, another RG3 who could break his knee. So what are the Commanders actually doing? Nothing. They suck still. Okay, gotcha. Bo Nix to the Broncos. Which what are they doing there? I don't know. 4 quarterbacks now. It's like I just told them. Most people do running back by committee. They're doing quarterback by committee, baby.
The Falcons pick was crazy. Yeah. When the story got told that it was going to be Michael Penix Jr., I'm like, no, he's supposed to fall to the Raiders. No. That's going to be interesting to see.
Thank you very much, Ian, for that information there on one of the more talented players.
That will be interesting to see because I have a lot of respect for Penix. Freaking, can we go 15 for 15 on the offensive side of the ball? I think so.
Would it be funny if the rest of the picks are all offense?
32 straight picks of offensive players. That would be a freaking record.
I cannot speak for that one though.
No.
No. If Dallas is going to stick and pick, has to be if he's there. Brian Murphy the second. We have not been able to stop the run in how many damn years, and what has been our harm in the playoffs and getting us to that next level, stopping the run.
Plus some other things, but hey, we're not gonna. Plus other things.
Offense to me is built to try to keep the opposing offense off the field. So what are you going to do? You got to go out there and you got to defend those guys on the outside. CJ is an incredible passer.
Hey,
this is where value.
Let me sum it up to you. How bad Dallas Cowboys run defense sucks. You could be Pee Wee Herman and skinny as hell and still run through us. We soft as hell.
According to Rich, in that conversation, he said if you could get 6 quarterbacks taken before 15, I'll come on your show whenever you want. And I don't know if I had anything to do with it, quite frankly. So 6 are gone.
Oh, quit talking and just get the pick so we can get to Dallas. Or
offensive players have gone, and the Indianapolis Colts now have the first overall pick in this draft for defense, if that's what they want.
So your people now on the phone with his people for right this
you know what,
are you going to give him tonight?
I'll let the dust settle
tonight?
I'll let the dust settle tonight.
Chat with whoever we're about to hear the announcements for, and now Seattle's on the clock to make it halfway through the draft for Mike McDonald's first choice, and then being the 8th seed there, and the first non-Pete Carroll one.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about that too. Friggin', this will be the first pick post Pete Carroll for the Seahawks.
ooh, and even if Anonymous Mims makes it to us, ooh, this is like Tyron Smith.
With the transfer portal and the COVID year. So we had 2 different types of quarterback ready for the first round. These 3 guys that were older guys. We talked about Jaden Daniels, 55 starts. Bo Nix, 61 starts. Michael Penix, 48 starts. And then you've got the normal guys that have played 3 years and come out. So I don't think it was a reach. These guys are all experienced, and I think there's a reason why they were picked in the first round.
Yeah, we have video of Jaden Daniels connecting to Brandon Ayuk to beat Justin Herbert and Cam Story. That's how long it's been. All right, here's the Colts pick.
With the 15th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Laiatu Latu, defensive end.
First defensive player picked.
So it is Latu. Coming out of the green room, he is an Indianapolis Colt.
There is defense in the NFL.
There is defense in the NFL.
24 NFL draft.
And DJ, think about his path. He was just now the first defensive player taken in this draft. And it was just a few years ago when he was at the University of Washington. He had to medically retire from the sport. It was a second chance to get to UCLA. Imagine the emotion that he's going through right now.
Remember what doctor cleared him? Peyton Manning's doctor. Who cleared Peyton to come back and play in the NFL. And he wears 15, DJ. Jalen Phillips wore 15 coming out and followed a similar path where he was medically not cleared and had to change schools, get cleared, and make it to the NFL.
We'll get to the football in just a second. I am so happy for this guy. He was on his way to being a firefighter. He was thinking football was in his past, not in his future. He got a second opportunity, and talk about making the most of it there at UCLA. 2 phenomenal years. Here he's the 15th pick in the NFL draft. That is impressive that he stuck with it, that he put in the work, and I'm so pumped to see him rewarded, and that smile on his face is well deserved. I mean, the production in 2 years after he got down to UCLA was off the charts, guys. You could not keep him out of the backfield. He had 23.5 sacks, 34 tackles for loss. The guy was as productive as any edge rusher in college football.
And the most tools in the bag, right, DJ? In terms of the 3, we have the most he's talking about, right? He's the guy who can throw the change up, throw the off speed, breaking the fastball, and occasionally You see that bull rush when he had people off balance, and you saw a lot there. I do think there's a lot of that Jalen Phillips in him.
Yeah.
The numbers, the body type, the path of getting here, and now he's in Indianapolis, and your guys were right. He's going to chase him.
You're talking about the emotion while you guys were talking there. The commissioner showed Latu his name on the jersey for the first time. He took a step back and put his hand over his mouth, like, oh gosh, like this is actually happening. That's a cool moment right there.
What a journey. Let's get to the video. Talked about him as a person and what he's overcome. How about the ability on the field? He's got the most diverse plan of attack to what Charles was saying. Trey Hendrickson, a real natural feel as a rusher. That was a comparison. You watch him against UCLA, watch the hands. He is a hand technician. You give him your hands as a tackle, he's going to swipe them away, and he can bend at the top of his rush. Again, look at him run that loop. We do the loop at the combine. That is why you can replicate what you see there. Kick him inside, let him beat up on some of these guards, not a problem. Again, he went to the Senior Bowl. He competed throughout the entire process. There he is winning inside. You overset, he's going to win. He's the most natural rusher in the draft. And I think at the end of the day, in the passing league, the most natural rusher is the first defensive player off the board.
Chip Kelly and all of his coaches talked about how everybody gravitates towards him. You know, this urgency that he has, and the perspective that he has. You know, from his past and the injury. And it's not lost on me. Did you see all the other guys that were in the green room? Did you see who they went over and shook hands with on their way out to the stage? It was Latu, and you could tell he was genuinely happy for all of those guys in their moment. That's the type of player that's going to Indiana.
And exactly what Gus Bradley wants as a defensive coordinator, as you guys know. Gus Bradley wants guys who can up front go get the quarterback so he can play the zones and not have to bring the extra people towards the quarterback. Latu fits the bill perfectly for what Gus Bradley wants to do with DC.
And Rich, congratulations on the national championship, but I'd also be glad that Latu didn't stay at Washington. That game might have been a little bit closer.
I'm sure.
He and Brandon Trice on one side and the other.
Yeah, we saw Washington players go 8-9.
Puka Nacua was there with him back in the day as well.
Kaylee Hartung is on the stage with Latu.
You just said to me, I don't know how to feel. When you think back to that moment when you were told you needed to medically retire from this sport with that neck injury in 2020, did you imagine this moment was possible?
I mean, I told all the doctors that told me otherwise that I'd be at this point in time playing football again. I mean, I knew it. I manifested it. The power of the mind is something crazy. And you just got to take it, trust yourself, trust in the Lord. And, I mean, he's got a plan for each and every one of us.
14 offensive players off the board before you became the first defensive player. Does that become fuel as you move forward in the NFL?
It definitely becomes fuel, and I definitely got to go out and prove it in Indianapolis.
Like your last.
Like your last. Let's do it.
There he goes. So prior to tonight, 7 offensive players to start the draft before we saw our first defensive player taken was the record, and we have doubled it. 14. That record may never be broken, and you'd have to say 6 quarterbacks in the first 12 picks is something that will never be broken as well. It started with Caleb, we expected that. Jaden Daniels and Drake May, we expected that. Michael Penix Jr. going to the Falcons, what the what? Then Jay McCarthy to Minnesota at 10, and Bo Nix, pick dozen to Denver. What a night for Detroit. We're almost halfway
Seattle's
through.
pick is in.
Seahawks select pick is in. We'll get it when we come back with the Jaguars on the clock.
You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
You might not even have to trade down to get JP.
Huh?
You might not even have to trade down to get JPJ.
No, I still want to trade down. We don't have a 4th round pick that we traded away for Trey Lance. We traded away our 5th round consecutive pick for Brandon Cooks. Also, we traded away another pick for here's his name right now. Cornerback we had, defensive back we had last year.
Stephon Gilmore?
Yeah. I'm surprised Amanda's still up. Usually it's her bedtime.
It is a bedtime. She'll be. We've been passing out here relatively.
That's what she's always said, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way past my bedtime now. I go to sleep at 8:30.
But do you work tomorrow?
Draft.
Yep.
You've been working your entire life for this moment.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
And to be honest with you, I'm
Forget
not
all of
focused
it.
anymore.
Your game speaks for itself.
No matter where you're headed, the journey to greatness.
Starts here. Starts here.
Starts here.
Time to get this show started, Detroit.
You've heard the noise, but your game is louder. No matter where you're headed, it's time to be undeniable.
You don't always have to be the biggest or the strongest. You just need to love football. We exist to lead, strengthen, and grow football for all. Inspiring passion for the game. USA Football. Football for all. All right, Seattle's pick is in. It is the first pick of Mike McDonald, now being the head coach in Seattle. What will they do after we saw the first defensive player just taken off the board in Laiatu Latu after 14 consecutive offensive picks? Kick things off here in Detroit. And the Jaguars are 4 minutes into their clock time. Let's send things to the stage of the PA announcer.
Please direct your attention to the main stage video screens for a special message from United States service members forward stationed at Osan Air Base in South Korea.
Great things happen, and good one for you. This is
48 miles from adversaries.
Taxi, touchdown. To defend the freedom of 51 million people.
You gotta work in the morning, you good?
Mm-hmm.
What time you gotta be up?
Then I gotta be up 4,
Wallace here at Osan. Back to you in Detroit.
but I'll be up. But I'll hit the snooze again until about 4:30, and then I gotta get up and then go put in 9 hours.
I usually just post till like 9:30, 10 o'clock anyway, so.
Yep. What?
Dom says it's getting my bedtime.
Sir, in the United States military, your sacrifices to defend our country's freedom do not go unnoticed. Thank you so much. With the 16th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Byron Murphy, defensive tackle, Texas.
There's now officially a run on defensive players.
Look at his arms.
So Byron Murphy to the middle of the defensive line in Seattle, and as this pick gets announced, Minnesota just traded up into the Jacksonville Jaguars spot 17th overall.
Wow.
For next year, and a 5 later on in
Yeah.
the draft, but we'll get to that in a second to talk about this pick from Texas going to Seattle.
This best defensive tackle in the draft. Leverage and quickness. Very disruptive. You talk about the ability to penetrate and make plays. He can do that. You want to double team him. Watch his knee almost go to the ground. He's got unbelievable core strength. Be able to drop that knee down and anchor down. Stacking and shedding blocks. Some guys hang on blocks and create a pile. He gets off blocks and goes and makes tackles. Playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage in the run game, he's almost impossible to cut off. When he's on the backside of a run play, he just beats blockers to spots. But this is the calling card. Only 5 sacks. Doesn't seem like a huge number, but a highly disruptive player. Joel, let me give you a couple numbers here this offseason. Chris
So the
Jones,
Vikings
5 years,
traded back into the first, or traded early in the first round. So who did they trade in to get? Considering like they said, now we got a run of defensive players.
Minnesota traded?
Yeah, from 23 to 17.
defense. He builds it front to back and inside. The first thing that they need to do is build a run wall up front before they can get to the hard edges, before they can get to those hybrid players at the second and third level. And I'll tell you this, Texas is back. They went to the playoff for one reason. They were great at the line of scrimmage on defense because of Byron Murphy.
So that's the latest pick in Seattle. Minnesota didn't waste too much time throwing their pick in. Again, they gave up a fifth-round selection in on Saturday, and a 3 and a 4 in next year's draft.
Wow.
The 23rd overall pick they got from Houston back in March.
Wow, they gave up a lot of shit. Who are they seeing? Oh no. No. I know who they're going after.
Who's that?
Corner from Alabama, Arnold.
Remember, Danielle Hunter is in Houston, correct? So it makes sense at that point to look at that position. But they've all historically been a corner group.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it turns out.
Jared Verse still out there. So Minnesota, there's only been 2 trades tonight.
Both with Minnesota.
Pulled off both of them. And let's see who they'll add to the mix with J.J. McCarthy.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded the 17th pick to the Minnesota Vikings. With the 17th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Dallas Turner.
No, I was wrong. Wow.
So Dallas Turner, who sacked J.J. McCarthy in the Rose Bowl, is coming out of the green room right now to be a teammate of JJ's.
What?
And the
Because Danielle Hunter is in Houston.
Huh?
They need somebody on the other side of the line because Danielle Hunter went to Houston.
As the 3rd defensive player taken in a row after 14 offensive players started our number.
This tells you what type of night it's been. In the back of my mind, I assumed Dallas Turner's gone. I didn't even have. We're going to look at names and think, okay, who's going to be there for him? And I got to go all the way up to the very top of the edge rusher list. They're the #1 edge rusher in the draft, and they're able to reel him in as well as getting your quarterback. That's job well done.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too, which is why I mentioned his teammate and carry on Arnold.
I hate that shit.
He is coming out and holding up a purple jersey. We're assuming complete the Minnesota Vikings tonight. They came in with 2 first-round draft choices. They used them, but not in the spots where they originally had them. 2 draft trades tonight. It's Minnesota moving up twice, and Dallas Turner's the guy now.
He's going to get a chance to play on a fast track there in that dome as well. Brian Burns, think about the juice, the burst.
You know the Bengals are going to be O-line, right?
He's now a New York Giant. Dallas Turner, similar type of
Because the only reason why they lost the Super Bowl is because Joe Burrow couldn't freaking stay upright.
Able to reel guys in, get tremendous lateral range. The take on to me was fine. Some teams had a concern that I didn't have an issue with. That he's able to hold his ground, take on blocks. You saw it there. That inside long arm working against Georgia, that's his calling card as a rusher. Able to pry that shoulder open and then get inside. And then once he gets to the high side of the rush, there's that person going to finish the game.
And one thing about Alabama players, as you guys all know, when you played for Nick Saban, it's 4th and 1 every day. All right, that's how they work in practice, how they go. And when you think about what Minnesota's thinking, before we're talking about are the trades for quarterbacks, are the trades for offensive tackles, very few pass rushers left after Latu came off the board. So Minnesota makes the move to go get one. Danielle Hunter now in Houston. And you guys mentioned chasing C.J. Stroud in the AFC South. But who are you chasing in the NFC North? Jared Goff, Jordan Love.
You also got a new one in Caleb Williams.
Now Caleb Williams.
I love the fact that when you look back through his development, he played his last year of high school at St. Thomas Aquinas. Guess who his coach was on the defensive line? Jason Taylor.
Is he any good?
Yeah, I think he's pretty good.
Didn't the Bosa's come out of there?
I believe that they did.
I believe that they did.
And the production, it's great to have all of those traits that you talked about, DJ, but you want to see production, and this guy has it. 23.5 sacks, 33.5 tackles for loss. He not only got in the backfield, but he produced, and that's key when you're talking about those edge rushers.
All right, so Kaylee Hartung now has Dallas Turner. Take a look.
Well, Dallas, the Vikings just made a significant trade to make you a part of their revamped defense. What does that mean to you, the commitment they just made?
It means a lot. You know, I took a visit out there, so I met a lot of the coaches and, you know, the GM. And, you know, I really have a good feel for those dudes in that building for sure. You know, I'm lost for words right now because I'm a Minnesota Viking, but I'm just blessed and thankful to be here. Wish my grandfather could be here with me, but I love you, Poppy. I know you're at the crib right now, but real blessed and thankful to be here.
Jaden Daniels says you were the best player he had to face in college football this season. What do those Vikings fans right over there who've been chanting at you, what do they need to know about the skill you'll bring there?
I mean, you don't get to a point.
By the way,
you're gonna play fast.
Legitimately, Dak Prescott's brother is also on the show right now.
Nice.
So the Vikings finish up their 2 first-rounders by taking Dallas Turner, and we are, yes, moving on to Cincinnati. The Bengals are on the clock.
Everyone said I'd have to put my life on hold to earn a teaching degree. Everyone except WGU. With no set login times or test dates, I fit a degree into my schedule. Learn more and apply today.
As a father who works full-time, I want to be an example to show them that even though education and your dreams can be difficult to achieve, it's worth pursuing that goal. This is my comeback. Start yours at purdueglobal.edu.
Nice push.
Woo. Hey, was that thunder?
No, that was your fucking
Man. I thought I felt that through the floor.
I'm surprised you didn't feel it through your toes.
I felt it through my butt.
Oh, shit.
So keep up with everything on NFL.com with the Draft Tracker. Presented by Lexus. We're still scrolling to find our first defensive player. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. There he is.
3 in a row. As we've had Rocky, Murphy, and Turner, the Bengals are now getting their pick to be announced. The Rams are on the clock. We'll talk about why that's so unique.
Oh, yeah. First time since I don't know how long.
Sure.
The Rams have had a first-round pick.
And they even got this will be the first one without Aaron Donald. So this will be an interesting pick, needless to say. I still say they're going to go offensive line. I mean, they added Trent Brown, but they need to add more.
Callahan is now the head coach in Tennessee, and then just the other day, both T. Higgins and Trey Hendrickson apparently announced they want trades out of there. So all of that is the backdrop to the Bengals picking 18th overall. What do you think they're going to do here?
Trenches to me, when you look at their needs, offensive tackle, defensive tackle. So when we look at the defensive tackles, the top one is already gone. You've got Johnny Newton's out there. We still have 3 or 4 intriguing offensive tackles on the board.
And when we find out what they think about the Trey Henderson trade request, because if all of a sudden the edge rusher goes off the board, I think there's an honor. I don't think we're that far along yet. But just one thing to keep in mind.
With the 18th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Amarius Mims, tackle, Georgia.
That is one large bulldog making his way to Cincinnati.
So you see the size up there, 6'7", 340 pounds. He is massive, and he is not fat. I mean, it is well put together. He starts. When you go back and watch him in 2022 in this game against Ohio State, you see everything you need to see. There's not as much volume as some of these other offensive linemen, but he's got excellent feet, excellent balance. You see him using his hands here, showing you the awareness to be able to pick up that twist. This game showed you what you needed to see. Now, you have to be a little bit risky here because there's not a large body of work. But when you talk to the folks down there at Georgia, they say all the talent they've had on that offensive line, this is the most gifted pass protectors they've had. He would go weeks and weeks without losing a one-on-one, and those are all defensive linemen, NFL players he's going up against in practice.
He's a large body at work. You could basically say, and you get a ton of for the fan cam presented by Rocket Mortgage. There's the moment where Marius Mims found out he's going to be a Cincinnati Bengal. And interestingly enough, we talk about how, large he is. He's the 3rd largest offensive lineman in Cincinnati. It's Orlando Brown, 6'8", 345. Trent Brown, 6'8", 355. So, he'll finally wind up in a spot where he feels like a pipsqueak. Is that what we're saying right now?
But in that fit, though, that they picked up Trent Brown and Amarius Mims with 8 career college starts, they can afford to bring him on a little bit slower. Yeah. Trent Brown can jump in and play before Mims gets turned loose.
But why did they miss the playoffs? Because Burrow wasn't there. If he's there, they're going to be in the playoffs. So how do you keep him there? Pass protector.
Protect him.
Yeah, put him on him right now so he doesn't get hurt in the preseason and miss all preseason work because they end up starting slow because he's not able to be there. We need Joe Burrow there.
3.5 minutes until the Rams make a first-round selection. It's the first round selection of Sean McVay's tenure as the Rams head coach. As a matter of fact,
even though to come to the facility,
the last first-round selection made by the Rams was the guy who helped introduce the draft tonight at Jared Goff. That's the last first-round selection made by the Rams, and it wasn't made by McVay. Ian Rappaport, you have the floor.
Rich, I'll give you 2 quarterback items. First of all, we talked about the Michael Penix pick earlier. My understanding is the Falcons did call Kirk Cousins while they were on the clock to give him a small heads up that they were taking a quarterback. Meanwhile, we talk about the Los Angeles Rams and their quarterback. My understanding is Matthew Stafford, while he has been in the building, does want an adjustment on his contract, does want more guaranteed money, has this year, believes he has a lot left, a little bit of a lingering issue this offseason for the Rams, Kirk.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is their guy. He's the guy they're going to build around. I know there was some talk about them going to try to get the heir apparent, but Matthew Stafford is that guy that believes he's still got a number of years left and still playing at a extremely high level. They've got some really good pieces on the offensive side who could throw kind of a steal last year in the 5th round. But I'm thinking this time it's less about the offense. They'll get their quarterback done. This is going to be more of a defensive move, guys.
All right, so there's the Rams house. Is that, I can't tell, is that SoFi or is that the spot where they're drafting?
Oh, that's on the beach. That's the beach. That's at the back of Rams house.
Oh, damn, Jay.
Yeah, right.
That's on the beach, bro.
I know.
Right? Looks a lot better than that. There it is.
What a flex. They're always flexing with their draft Rams house.
Somebody that plays beach volleyball is complaining right now.
Yeah, well, if that's Manhattan Beach, then they're definitely complaining. There's no doubt about it.
So
pick us in. It's going to be interesting with the go cornerback who plays Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald.
They can go anywhere.
In the first round by the Rams in 2016, And if it's a
They're going quarterback?
it would be the first time they used the first
Really?
pick.
He's predicting quarterback.
I'd say.
Retired Aaron Donald was selected in the first round of 2014.
When I watched Illinois this year, Johnny Newton reminded me a little bit of. Listen, you don't want to compare him to Aaron Donald. But
I'd say because all the quarterbacks that are left, you can get in the friggin' third, fourth round.
Maybe they would go Johnny Newton here, but there's
Oh, cornerback.
good edge
Oh.
rushers, including you've got Jared
Tyron Arnold from Alabama.
Good defensive players out there.
And there's only 2 of them left.
That's right.
And what we're talking about, in that top group. That could
Kool-Aid.
make that work for the Rams.
They drafted Kool-Aid?
No, I said they could do
Oh, they
Kool-Aid.
could do Kool-Aid, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they drafted him, but
I'm just going with that's the top person or the top cornerback in all the mocks was Tyron Arnold out of Alabama.
Johnny Newton is down there at 25. So for me personally, the value you're looking at edge rush as a premier player is still sitting on the board.
And that's testament to 14 straight offensive players starting the draft.
Steelers are on the board. Or on the clock, sorry.
19, and when they woke up, in the spot,
That hurt.
they'd have a shot at one of some of these guys.
I mean, I wouldn't think they. Do you think they thought that they were going to have a choice like a Burst or a Robinson?
I think they did.
They feel like
I think they did, Joel, because they thought that the board would be manipulated that way, and there would be an opportunity for one of those edge rushers. But I thought they would take a D tackle as well.
Okay, so the commissioner coming out with a Los Angeles Rams first round selection, which is something he has not read since 2016. It's the 2024
edge rusher.
here in Detroit.
Edge rusher. No, make up for Aaron Donald being gone.
2024 NFL Draft. The Los Angeles Rams select Jared Verse, defensive end, Florida State.
Yeah, they got some juice. I mean, you're not going to be able to replace Aaron Donald, but it can be a collective group effort.
Yeah.
This is a rugged, physical pass rusher. I made this comment about Jared Verse throughout the process. He comes in full packaging. There's making no mistakes about who he is and what he's about. He is a bully on the edge. He is explosive with his hands and his feet. He's a little bit lower version of Will Anderson, who we saw go last year and be the rookie of the year with the Houston Texans. But he's going to test your brakes. You want to go to the car dealership and test your brakes for free? He will test the brakes of offensive tackles for free across the NFL. Watch
Quarterback has been
right
taken.
back into the quarterback. That's what he does. He also has the speed. He'll mix that in, try and win at the top of the rush. But more than anything else, he's going to go through the pads. The quickness shows up against the run. He can hold up the front side, and then he can be disruptive on the backside as well. But a very rugged, physical football player, showing you the effort to get right back off the ground there. I'm a big fan of his game, CD.
I talked with a top-level NFL scout, former GM, and he said that hey, this kid had the reputation of being, kind of a you-know-what. So I asked him point blank, are you a new you-know-what, Jared Verse? And he said, I am on the practice field and on the game field. The rest of the time, I'm an okay guy. He knows how to turn it on.
20 Steelers already 3.5 minutes into their clock time. Whose house? Someone's rented house. Look at that party. My goodness gracious. On the beach in California. It's not that warm here. I'll be straight up.
The 2024 NFL Draft is brought to you by Lowe's, official home improvement partner of the NFL Draft, and presented by Verizon. Verizon Small Business Days are here from April 22nd through April 28th.
Lowe's.
They don't call it the witching hour for nothing. Our Honest Calm Lavender collection is made with lavender essential oils that help calm babies before bed, and our overnight diapers help keep babies warm. The Honest Company, you got this, we got you.
Well, I'm going to end the stream here. Talk about you all later.